right here on GhanaTalks Radio. You are welcome to the News Headline Review. Here we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news. From business to politics, from sports entertainment, we got you covered with the most relevant stories and informed perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. As usual, I remain your host, Ruth Esinam Fiatwedu. And you know I can do this alone. I need some knowledgeable guests to sit on the matter with me. So therefore, I have with me in the studio Miss Regina Bless and Miss Debbie Adolfo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Obake.
Obake.
It's another beautiful morning. We are here again. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. For me, the weekend has already started.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are you doing?
Good. Yourself?
I'm fine. Oh. Miss Debbie.
The Lord has shown me mercy.
The Lord has shown you mercy.
The Lord has done.
Finally.
Finally.
Are you all celebrating because it's the weekend? but what is this? I nearly wore my yellow dress.
Really? Then please go
Oh, not
back.
Ghana fall.
No,
Go
I
back.
nearly wore my
Like Ghana Black
Go,
Stars. You
yeah.
but
get
it's
it.
still black star.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
black.
yeah.
I'm still the black star. All right, yeah, welcome to the News Headline Review. We are back again to digest some issues that, that matter to our audience this morning. But before we go into that, the minister that mentioned that he was going to, is he a minister? The NP who said he was going to resign when the NPP loses. How far?
I mean, he said he's sorry.
He said he's. Did you accept that apology?
I don't, because it's high time they hold politicians accountable for their words. They are taking Ghanaians for granted. They think we are playthings. Yeah. So they'll just mess with us and just go scot-free. And I think when it comes to the NDC, they are saying they wouldn't accept that apology. He needs to resign. And truly, you need to resign. But they say words hold power.
Yeah.
So since you've said it, what are you still doing?
But you can't force the horse to the sea.
But we can force you. We will mount pressure on you. You will resign yourself.
But even that, he has apologized and he said he's not even going to contest.
But why should you, in the first place, say that when MPP doesn't win, you would? He said he swears he would resign.
He said, mark my words.
Mark my words and swear it. One thing.
Oh, but that was that kind of zeal that he has.
Zeal.
It's just like you writing exams and you're like,
no. It's disrespect too. The notion that politicians are liars, he's even adding forward to it.
Right now, people are also saying that for his own integrity,
he should resign, yes.
Or else he won't be taken serious.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm begging on his behalf.
No.
Begging what? Yesterday I was saying that he's playing the same game as Asafwa said.
Yeah.
You know this thing, don't come and say it because of politics, because you want to gain attraction from people, or because you want people to see that or you want to be known. Let me put it that way. Akotia Wankasan, you yourself, you know that it's a swing constituency. MPP can win, NDC can win. So you don't put your position on the line. You just make your comment and go. And because it has become normal, they say it and then they don't do it. Nothing happens. So it feels like he can do it. They're coming out to apologize to who? But he should resign.
But these people, after they went to campaign, I learned that there was not even single project or development they could even point out to and tell the people that, when NSME was here, they constructed this road, they did this. They said their communication for the campaign was so poor, yeah.
The MPP now is a confused party.
Oh my God.
It's true. They are confused.
Do you think we need a third force?
A third force, as
yes,
in how?
as in a third party. Another party should just come and overtake the two parties.
Another party will
definitely. No. That one we can't tell, but looking into the future, a time will definitely come and MPP and NDC will be a thing of the past. We will have parties. That is if you can stand your ground very, very, very well. Because these two parties has been in existence for God knows how many years now. And people have grown to know it. Immediately you are born, the first two parties you get to hear in mind most oftenly is MPP and NDC.
MPP and NDC.
Even across all television stations. If you should own this TV right now, all the television stations you will see morning show is either PP or NDC. MPP. You don't see CPP. You don't see PPP. Oh. Not because they are not in existence, but it's because how will I even put it? We don't really regard them like that.
Yeah.
Is it like they've lost their relevance or what?
Yes, in a way. We don't really see it. I don't know, but this duopoly has become so
a thing.
Yes, in the country that everybody is used to. But for this man, he needs to resign. You cannot say something right now and then come back to change your mind. If you can't fulfill your promise,
he has on mark his word.
What is on mark?
Oh, I be even WhatsApp cry if he send a message.
I think it's even time President John Dramani Mahama set a rule for that.
Hey,
they said that they have the power, the vigor.
Yes, okay. I will say you because that's what you are yearning for.
Sure, that is what you are doing.
Anyways, that was just by the way. So the ball is in your court, too, Mr. MP. It's either you resign or the Ghanaians will not take you serious.
Another by-election is cooking.
All right, so let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Manche directs schools to teach Ga or Dangbe from next academic year as compulsory subjects. Starting next academic year, all basic and junior high schools in the Greater Accra region will be required to teach Ga and Dangbe as compulsory subjects. The directive issued by the Manche King Taki Teiko Churu II aims to preserve the culture, history, and traditions of the Ga Dangbe people. The king emphasized that it goes beyond language instruction, serving as a way to uphold indigenous values and identity. He said, "We are not sacking anyone from our land. We love everyone, but we want to be respected and duly honored." The Greater Accra region has successfully remained the country's capital because of our loving nature, but that should not translate into disrespect. Our traditions and customs must be upheld, he added. And this is coming from the King Gamanche Kintaki Teiko Churu II. He is directing that from next academic year, all basic and junior high schools in the Greater Accra region should make Ga and Dangbe compulsory subjects in all schools. And he says that the aim is to preserve Ga Dangbe culture, history, and traditions. The king stressed that this move is not about excluding others, but about demanding respect and recognition for the indigenous people of Accra, whose land hosts Ghana's capital. He emphasized that teaching the languages will help pass down identity and indigenous values to the next generation. Well, so I wanted to ask, is it that these people don't feel honored in their own city or not? Is that it? Because looking from what he's saying, that they are demanding for respect and recognition. Is it that they don't feel that way in their own country?
That is how they feel.
In their own city, sorry.
In their own city. That is how they feel. I don't see the Ga tradition as people who are not being respected. They are respected though. Because I can't remember, was it in last month? I think last month or last 2 months. And this is observed every year in Accra.
Every year.
Where they ban music, they ban other noise because they want to celebrate their festival.
Even the sea, they lock the sea.
Yes, even the sea, they've been locking it. And we are on their land. So when they give you the directive, you're supposed to follow it. So if they are not being respected, a directive no more manunka, a lot of people will not follow it. Even the people who didn't go by the directives given by the Manche and his people, they were sanctioned. Some of them were fined to pay an amount of money.
Right.
And I remember they go churches to church. They were in our church some time ago. They were coming to inspect and monitor things to see whether the directives they've given that there should be a ban on noise and stuff. Some people are they truly going according to the directive? They are respected. For me, I feel like the Ghana people, they are respected. I don't know why they feel like they're not respected in their own community or their own city. And I think the Ghana should be one of the proudest tribes, like we see that way, because you hold, it's like Greater Accra is the heart of Ghana, because most of the developmental projects are in this country, and so you have vast advantage. We have people from other regions running to Greater Accra. Why? Not because this place is safe, not because it's a heaven on earth, but because see people, you are very opportunistic, or they are opportunist, yes. They have a lot of things here that everybody wants to come and tap, or everybody wants to come and fetch the flowing river of success in Accra. So I don't see the reason why they feel like they are not being in. I want to know, in what way are they not being respected? Is it because we don't speak the dialect? Me sitting here, I'm an Ewe.
Yeah,
I don't speak Gan. Ewe no cry, I can't. And no cry. Do baby, I who so but
because sometimes when I go out and then I'm speaking to people and then they speak Gan to me, then I'm like, oh, mentias you. Then they'll be like, who won't cry and I won't sing cry.
Like how? Is it by but it's not by force. We have Gans living in Volta region. Do they speak Ewe? No. Do they speak English? Yes. Do they speak Twi? Yes. Because Twi and English is the commonest language we can all speak.
So does that mean that the Gan is not common?
It's not as if the Gan is equally common like the way Twi is common. Ewe is equally common like the way Twi is common. The Northerners, they have their dialects. All the languages are common, but one language that unites all of us. I've been saying this is a Twi. When I meet a Northerner, I can't speak their dialects. I've been in the North before. Kasani means me in cow, and even with them, the Twi, they are not fluent. But when it comes to English, I don't know whether you have Northerners friends who are Northerners.
Yeah.
They're not so good in Twi, but they are very fluent in English.
Yeah.
So English now, or sometimes Twi, they manage to speak it. And sometimes you meet a Voltarian. Even Voltarians, when they are speaking Twi, you can actually tell that this person is a Voltarian. The way they speak the Twi, but they try their best. At least you can understand what she's saying. Oh, ebi amekoha and ameto adie. So I believe God, in His own wisdom, gave everybody their own language, but brought one language that will unify all of us.
Which is the Twi?
Which is the Twi, regardless.
Are you sure?
Yes, but any Twi no be aka. And the reason why the Twi has become a flagship language at Obia can say, Obia aya kan o school we book no ekrapem or one ye Twi.
Oh, I did Twi.
Yes, in the JHS it was compulsory.
Yeah,
you
in
do
JHS
it.
It
was compulsory, but when you get to senior high school, you choose between Twi, French, Gan, Ewe. Then you choose between these languages. You choose one, the one you can do.
The one you can.
In senior high school, you have to choose, but in JHS, the Twi is common, and that is how it is. So, if you are saying for them introducing it as a compulsory subject for the people to learn, I don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe they just want to inculcate that in their people, because sometimes you see people growing up. I'm not sure they are tagging it to people who are not Gan, but you can actually see someone who tell you that I'm a Gan, but Gan means me in Kan. We have people who are Voltarians, but they cannot speak the airway. You can even hear a Voltarian fluently speaking Gan, but because once now that, and I believe it's the same way with some Gan people. So if the chief, what is it, a chief?
He's a king.
A king, he's saying that they want to make it compulsory. For me, I don't see anything wrong with it. I see it as an advantage. Me, if I get, I'll learn. If you learn diverse languages, it's for your own benefits. When you see yourself at a place one day, you will not get stranded. What if the people you meet cannot speak English, they cannot speak Twi, they cannot speak Ewe, the only thing they can speak is Gan? How are you going to get yourself out. So for me, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So for the Ghana, it should be made compulsory.
Not for everybody, but in their town.
They are in their town. Because
you don't have any option. Say a more directive, no more deba. But what they are doing, if they don't take time, it can trigger conflict.
Okay. All right. Ms. Regina, do you think this particular demand should be coming from a traditional authority, but should rather collaborate with the Ministry of Education, to sit down, reform, and then bring this communique out, rather than it's coming from a traditional authority directing that from next academic year? All GHS, right? Yes. Students, like Ghana language should be made compulsory for them. Do you think it's coming from the right source?
This is traditional GES. Yeah. Okay, so it's coming from the right source, but as you said, the most important thing here is communication and collaboration. You need to communicate with the right directors, and also collaborate with these people to make sure that when you swadian any swadios or whatever, your aim or what you are visioning comes to pass. But making it a compulsory subject, I think it would be very difficult. It would be very difficult. The saying goes, say, when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. Yes, okay. We are in their town. That we are not disputing the fact. But making Ghana language very compulsory for students would, in a way, be very difficult for these students. I think we already have 4 compulsory course subjects we do.
Yes.
So just imagine, say, Ghana Esa Bekaho. It should be optional. The same way we leave Ghana, go outside and make sure that we learn their language to fit in. That is the same way it should be done here. Most people are learning Ghana languages, even if we can't speak it, and most of the times when someone speaks it, we know what the person is saying. At least it gives us a fair idea, but you can't impose it on us. As Debbie said, in every region right there in Ghana, we have a bit of everyone in that region. When you go to Kumasi, there's a place called Mafi Kumasi. Mafi is a voter word. That particular place is for votarians. Wow. That is where they are. When you go to, in fact, we have countries right there, in countries everywhere. You know that when you go outside, the when it's, I think that's, is it the Ashantis? They have a region also there. So we are promoting each other, but to make it compulsory, and the we call voter regional. From what I know, my mom's time, I must say, it was their own language. Na the trauma and sending you be by and omudi chi and brofu ever can. But you can't make it compulsory. You can't make it compulsory. It should be optional. I remember way back in primary, we were doing Ga and also Chi. And the private school I was in, it was for a Ga man. So the only thing we were learning was Ga, because he's a Ga man and the school is for him.
And was he teaching himself?
He wasn't teaching himself. He had a Ga teacher who was teaching. And also when I got to JHS also, it was Ga and Chi. Choose what you want. So if you are okay with the Chi, you go in for it. If you are okay with the Ga, you go in for it. If they are trying to impose the Ga on some of these students, it will make learning very difficult.
So do you see that as an overload, like to these kids?
Overload. Oh, and 1 hour can overload. Additionally, young so now Sunday overload. That's better so. But when we say overload, it will look as if the Ghana language is a burden to us. No, it's not a burden to us. They should get that shit. It's not a burden to us. But we have our choices. We have our choice. The same way we can choose to learn English. So,
so for this one day. It shouldn't be coming.
I get it. They are trying to promote their language. It looks like they've been sidelined in most of the things going on in the country.
That's how.
Yeah.
So they feel they are not recognized enough.
They are not recognized.
Because you come to Accra, they're Chi. Everybody is speaking Chi. Everybody is speaking. And if you are not speaking Chi, you are speaking English.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Gamma who cannot speak Tree?
No, they speak is fluently.
Yeah.
So it's like they've made Akan the main deal in their city. So it's a bit worrying to them. I understand them though.
And also with the Gan language, you be saying it there, you can't impose it on us. But more afina ya warm that are the people you can try to impose on them. But yeah, also.
All right, that takes us to our next news item. Kolebu proposes 5 cedis levy to sustain children's ICU. Management of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital has proposed increasing its 2 cedis levy on patients to 5 cedis to cater for the intensive care units of the children's ward. Management assessed that approximately 64% of patients in the ICU of the children's ward are unable to pay for services rendered to them, as these services are not covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. The Chief Executive Officer of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital made this known during a visit to the hospital facility by the Health Committee of Parliament on Wednesday, September 3, 2025. The management added, 64% of the bill is outstanding. The social welfare unit keeps them because you cannot keep them here. If you do, you have to feed them. Here, there's no NHIS. Oh, children's wards. I told children the. So the Kolebu Teaching Hospital is proposing to increase the patient's levy from 2 Ghana cedis to 5 Ghana cedis in order to sustain the children's ward intensive care unit. According to the CEO, about 64% of the ICU patients cannot pay their bills because services there are not covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. The hospital says the levy increase will help cover outstanding bills and keep the ICU running, while also pushing for NHIS support to cover such critical services. This is very sad. Very, very sad. And it looks like they're already in debt. And in order to clear that debt, they need to increase the levy from 2 Ghana cedis to 5 cedis. Already, these people are struggling, and you want to increase the fare again. Don't you think they are making the healthcare more expensive for already struggling families, those that are already struggling to pay, if you are adding 5 cedis levy to these patients? Ms. Reggie.
Yeah. It's a sad one because kids, should I say, are precious beings to each and every one of us. Even if you are not a mom, we need you. So they are not saying say it should be imposed or something of that sort. They are proposing, and they're proposing. I believe that they'll sit together with management, stakeholders, and key people in the health sector to make sure that whatever burden they are having would be poured out. But I think first off, they need to consult the Ministry of Health first, because whatever that goes on in the health sectors, Minister Akando is supposed to have a fair idea of whatever is going on, and it is duty to make sure that everything is running smoothly in health sectors. Because I remember vividly well when he went to Kolebu unannounced to make it was Kolebu, right? Rich.
No, he went to Kolebu. Then
One
he went
excavator. Excavator.
Northern region.
Lift, no, that be lift. No, but because
Lift where?
Elevator.
Sorry.
Yeah. I remember he went to Kolebu unannounced. According to them, the elevator, I think they said emergency elevator, where they would take patients who was not working, and he went there unannounced. I think it even became an issue because this the doctor in charge was who are you to come here to blah 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 blah, and a whole lot. It became a very big issue, and minister gave them 24 hours to make sure that that elevator was fixed. And actually, within 24 hours, it was fixed.
So they could have fixed it.
So they could have fixed it.
So
So
what were they waiting?
Exactly. What were they waiting for? So for the minister, he's not. I see him to be a minister for all, for everyone. He's not a minister just for some particular issues in the office, but he goes on field to make sure that everything is fine. So I believe that with this 5 cedis levy they are proposing, I don't know, is it for the public or is for people who will be going to the hospital?
People who will be going into the hospital.
Because
initially it was 2 cedis and now it's 5 cedis. So, but why is the government not taking this up as part of the NHIS?
Exactly, and they can even add it to the Mahama K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't they take it up?
Certain things shouldn't be taken for granted. Honestly, certain things shouldn't be
children's
taken
ICU.
for. Yes,
it's very, very
intensive care units.
Intensive care units.
And these kids, I believe, they are kids who have should I say, dangerous diseases. Hole in heart, so I think they really need to pay much attention to it. In fact, no department in the hospital is a little one, either from emergency, from normal ward, from whatever. Even if you have malaria, whatever, no department in the health sector should be taken for granted. Whatever attention is being given to the intensive care units should be that same attention should be given to all the departments, because yesterday you were saying, sometimes you can go to the hospital and come back with another disease.
Oh, yes.
Come back with another infection.
For me, I hate going to the hospital because I'm not
and
sick.
As you said, there are washrooms.
Oh,
yo.
Miss Debbie, this is a policy gap. What would you suggest the government do, since it's not even a part of the NHIS program?
I think the best thing the government can do is to include it as part of its initiative, bring it on board, discuss it with his appointees, especially the health minister, find out ways they can actually help. But most of this money they take from the hospital, I think all of them does not go straight into the state coffers. Some remains in the hospital so that they can use to resolve some petty issues, like maybe when they are in need of a bed or bed cloth. When you go to the hospital, they have bed cloth, windows, like petty things. Most of the money they take, maybe when you're going for lab, you pay before they take out your blood for the test. You pay for malaria test, a lot of things. All of those monies does not go straight to the government coffers. Some remains in the hospital. That is why some time ago the health minister was complaining that you take money, so it's kind of more general. What do you use the money for? You take this money for basic stuffs, internal generated funds for things that you can solve, and then things that is beyond your power. The government then comes in, like example, the kidney dialysis machines and stuff.
Yes.
Without your money cannot buy it, and that is why the Mahama brought on board the Mahama Care Foundation, where they are donating their 3-month salary to get all this, and then pay the money for this patient so they can have a free treatment. So the basics one is kind of more fun, like she said, the elevator thing. So it means they could have done it, but they were waiting for the minister. And this is when they try to paint a picture about the ministers on Juma. But it's kind of wood channel. You can actually use it for something. And they'll tell you, say, I buy. So sometimes I ask myself, you go to hospital, you pay huge sum of money. Even before they discharge you, you are supposed to pay. Yes. If you don't pay, you will not be discharged.
So you think the government should take this up as part of the NHIS program?
Oh, for the
intensive care.
Intensive care, dear. For that one, dear, I think it should be part.
It should be part
because a banner of Friday.
They are very vulnerable.
Yeah, very vulnerable. And I believe it should be one thing that we should take very, very seriously. With the money they've proposed that they should pay increase, right? They've increased it.
Yeah, they are proposing to increase.
They are proposing to increase. I better drink a crab, but there is no other option. There is no other option. But I believe that one thing, have they talked things out to the minister?
or even with the government.
With the government before coming out to say this. And also yes, but let's see. But for me, I believe it's okay. Even no matter how expensive it is, you won't watch your child to die. You will definitely pay it.
You definitely pay. All right, moving on to our last news story. We must create a convention to avoid by-election, Kwabena Ejapon. Former General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party and flag-bearer hopeful Kwabena Ejapon has called for a new political convention that avoids by-elections. According to him, the death of a certain member of parliament should not automatically trigger a by-election. Instead, he argued, the affected political party should be allowed to nominate a replacement without going through a contest. Mr. Ejapon described by-elections as a waste of state resources that add little to national development. He stressed that the funds wasted on the Akutia by-elections could have been redirected to more productive sectors of the economy. Mr. Ejapon further urged politicians to shun greed and put the national interest above partisan considerations, warning that selfish politics fuels disunity and public dissatisfaction. He emphasized the need for Ghanaians to be content with what they earn and avoid greed and corruption. And that was coming from the flag bearer, hopefully, a flag bearer for the NPP, Mr. Kwabena Ejapon, who is proposing that a new political convention should be brought up to avoid costly by-election. He argues that when an MP dies, resigns, or is unable to serve, the affected political party should nominate a replacement instead of forcing a by-election.
How is it forcing a by-election?
I'm coming. According to him, by-elections are unnecessary drain on state resources that could be invested in national development. He also used the opportunity to call on all politicians to reject greed and selfish politics, which he says undermine unity and progress. So it means that when an MP in a particular constituency dies, resigns, they should just look for a replacement rather than going to vote. But is this not you infringing on people's right to vote for the candidates they want? Is that not being undemocratic? Message.
Yeah. Yeah, also a president, no.
Oh, yes. He is also thinking of the betterment of the country by saving money. Because look at the Akutia by-elections.
By 500 and money, you should also understand that the democracy of the people are at stake here. You can't impose on us, say, because one person will say can't change now. You are giving these people to us. So what if at the end of the day you decide for these people and it costs you way than what you would have even spent on that by-election? Because we take certain things for granted. Actually, this can trigger, should I say, a community war where these people wouldn't say it is and I say Boko there because Boko ne BC or that constituency and then also more kind of thing. He can't say because of what the country would go to when it comes to money. Wait though, taxpayers' money. It's taxpayers' money that they are using, and it's our money. Indirectly, it's our money, and no one would wake up one day and wish for someone to die, for a by-election to happen. So he should rather channel that energy into praying, so that no one. No minister, because now they've threatened someone. So he should pray that person will not die, because if allegedly that person dies, by election will go on. It will go on.
This year, I don't know.
We are crazy in this country. Seriously. So like they are trading the money that will be spent to conduct a by-election, to infringing people on their right to vote, to have a free and fair representation for that particular constituency. Should that even be the case in the first place?
It shouldn't be. But that is what we have made it as it is now. And I I believe for now the song everybody is singing is by-election. And I know very well that some politicians are praying that they wake up the next day and they'll hear that someone is dead and then straight na by-election. But you see what the man is saying, in a way I'm trying to gain some sense in it. Wait, although we are all saying that it will be something like infringement on people's right to vote, but let's also take this into consideration. Maybe they voted for this person fairly, people voted for him as a member of parliament, and then within 2 months, 3 months he's dead. I believe maybe the party should just go ahead and appoint someone
that the people are not okay with.
No, it's not. You bring the people on board, the party. Okay, let's say the person was like Mr. Ernest Kumi, he's dead. So you bring people in the party that are interested to contest or to be a member of parliament there, and then you send them there for the people to choose.
What if an instance is what we are experiencing? An instance is what we are actually experiencing right now. You voted for Ernest Kumi, and then his party is not in power, and then you know obviously that the mentality. Yes.
That one we should be blaming the constituents. You yourself, you know that MPP is not in power, but still you want to vote for a representative from the MPP side. That one we should blame the people, because they are the one going to cast the vote. You get it? Or you still don't understand me?
I do.
You are the one who are going to vote. NDC is in power, MPP is not in power, and then these two parties bring people who wants to lead you or represent you in parliament, and you know fully well that the person you are going in for is not in power. You know that the way the person is supposed to fast track the development in the community is not going to be so fast like the person whose government is in power, and still you go ahead to vote for the person. That one is your own cup of tea. At the end of the day, don't come and be crying to people that because obey them.
But you know other constituency also votes based on religion and not on development.
That is another problem, and it's because we don't want to reason. Why will you vote because you are a Votarian? You mean voting now? Once you know, I know very, very well that you are not capable. You cannot do it. I will not vote for you. We should stop that. And we've seen people who go on campaign tour and then they say, I'm a Votarian, so vote for me. I'm an Ashanti, vote for me. I'm a Northerner, so vote for me. I can't vote for you. Yes, I love you because you are a Votarian. I'm also a Votarian. But I have to sit there and ask myself, can you do that? If I sit down and then analyzing my fact, and I've realized that you cannot do it, and then I have a Fanti or an Ashanti or a Northerner who can do the job, why won't I give them the nod? Is President Mahama a Votarian? Is he not an Northerner? Is he not a president? Because we feel like he can do it. It's not as if we are sidelining other people, but then we feel he can do the job. So with this one, and also it's Kaseyo, if someone died, they should just appoint somebody.
So you agree with him?
In a way, I agree with him.
But in a way, you are eroding public trust.
And democracy.
People give authority to these politicians. They choose who they want.
Yes, I know.
But the by-election is compulsory. It's in our constitution. And if you don't do the by-elections, like you are not following the
due process. Yes.
Exactly.
That is very true. But let's also take note. By-election way, is it really necessary? I feel like even until the person is gone, just appoint someone. If the people say no, MPP for then you go ahead with your by-election stuff. But for me, why not?
Why will you even go and ask them in the first place? Why don't you just go ahead and then do what you have to do?
Because why is it that if, for example, Muntara Mohammed, he's dead. We've seen this like very often. If a member of parliament died, they want the wife to come and be the member of parliament. Why? You get it? So I feel like immediately the person is gone and the person is from the MPP, pick someone else, or NDC, pick someone, rather than two people coming to start from campaign.
So you are against by-elections?
In a way, yes.
Yeah, against
in a way, yes.
So if the person dies from a particular place,
they should just appoint someone.
Ayo, we hear you. All right, you heard from Debbie. What is your thought also? You can share with us on our social media platform. On Facebook, it's at GhanaTalks Radio. On X, at GhanaTalks Radio. On FB, GhanaTalks Radio. Thank you so much for joining us in the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's Girl.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The New Patriotic Party has attributed its loss in Akwetia by-election to violent act allegedly carried out by the NDC. Particularly, its national vice chairman, Richard Ahyangba, said the conduct of Mr. Azoka and his supporters created fear and panic among voters, ultimately suppressing turnout and damaging the party's chances. So NDC's national vice chairman, in a very violent way, accosted an individual who had not said anything to him except to give an interview, give his view or report on what is happening, and then he accosted him, abused him in the manner he did, and then his people slapped him, he said. According to Mr. Ahyangba, such a deliberate act pursued a strategy of intimidation aimed at reducing voter participation in the by-election, which caused the defeat of the MPP. It's sad though. It's sad. It's very sad when you know that you are delving into something, or you are taking up a step, and then you know that step here may funnel and like this thing I'm going to do, it's not going to end well. And then lo and behold, you've maybe the trust, the confidence you have in yourself, you've actually went in for what you want, and then it turns out that you don't succeed. Knowing fully well that you are not going to succeed in a way. And then at the end, you tend to blame someone else for your defeat. It's kind of sad. So the MPP is accusing the NDC vice chairman for being the sole problem behind their defeat in the Akwetia by-election, which I see to be, abnormal. If people don't turn out to vote for you, I think you should sit down and ask yourself, what are we not doing right? Is there something that we are not doing that we are supposed to do? What is keeping these people at home? In fact, why did we lose this election? Because even before the by-election, I've heard a lot of MPP people, leaders in the party, the minority leader, big party faithfuls in the MPP, talking out with boldness and confidence that they are going to win this election. They said that they are going to win, and then it turns out that they've lost. So why don't you sit down and ask yourself, we've lost this election. We were of high hope that we are going to win the election, but then at the end we lost. Why did we lost? Did we fail these people in a way? Have they lost trust in us? Do they think we are just there to gain power and then do our own thing? Or they think that when they vote for us, we are not going to do the right thing? These are some questions you should be asking yourself. And one problem I have with the MPP is that they keep shifting blames. They see themselves to be ministers without blemish. In fact, they are pure, they are clean, both in heart and in spirit. And they feel like they are not doing anything wrong. People did not come out to vote for you. So it turns out that less people were out to vote. And then you feel like it was the NDC. Come on. And it's because the vice chairman went in to attack one of your people. He attacked one person. Did he attack the voters? How can this intimidate voters to vote? I'm going to vote. And then I see two party faithfuls fighting. MPP and NDC. I won't even mind you because Nyamuya is none of my business. I'm going to vote for who I know is going to bring development into my community. who I know is going to reignite the youth, the vision and the dreams of the youth in my community. That is what I will do. I won't even focus on the funny stuffs you are displaying out there. So how did the NDC intimidate you people or intimidate your people from voting? I don't know who is feeding you with this kind of fact, with this kind of analysis, with this kind of survey. I have no idea. I think it's about time the MPP, you sit down, relax. This is not the time to come, hey. No. Relax. Think deep down within you and then ask yourself questions. Because I believe right now the party is confused. The MPP is a confused party now. Excuse me, I'm not backing any party, but let's speak to the truth. You know it yourself. You know it. But just because you don't want people to know that, you just want them to know that but that is not it. Everybody is seeing that something is wrong with the new patriotic party. For a second, can you just sit down, relax, and think through what you guys have faced in the party and then put things right? Because it's becoming too much. You keep on shifting blames, conference upon conference. Are you not tired? Can't you see that the people are equally tired with this behavior of yours? Recently, I've seen an interview when, no, not recently, just yesterday, when the election was ongoing, they were interviewing some people, and then an old woman was like, so the interviewer was actually asking the interviewee, "Who are you going to vote for? Will you vote for this? Will you?" I said, "No, me go to my day party. I bring a baby conference. Or conference by say 10 times. Every time now they are backing out of parliament. So if you should vote for this person to represent you, or implementing law, because every second they are not in agreement with whatever their opponent is bringing on board, and every time they are getting out of parliament just like that. You see, sometimes you feel like you are doing that, and then you feel like you are doing it for the people, but you don't know that you are sending a different message out there. You are conveying a different message out there. Yes, we know you don't have the number in parliament, and as it stands now, whether you go to parliament or not, when the current administration brings something on board, they can pass it with or without your presence in parliament. It's understandable, but you can still comport yourself. You can still make yourself present, regardless of your number. And you make not because you want to make it seem as if you're not in support with what the people are doing, but to let the people you are representing in your constituency feel like, yes, we don't have the number, but at least I can still sit in, and with my ideas back to whatever they are bringing on board, whether it's good or not, I can still share my thoughts for your benefit. And then you people, you feel like the press conference you do every second is good. I don't know who is advising you, but whoever is giving you that advice is doing you more harm than good. And whoever is telling you people to keep on shifting blames is doing you more harm than good. The by-election that went on yesterday, I didn't even see any chaos. The people who tried to cause a problem, they were arrested. It was rather some party faithfuls, allegedly from the MPP. I saw them putting down posters of the NDC aspirants who wanted to be a member of parliament in Akutia. That is all I saw. And the next thing I also saw was the vice president, having a banter with an MPP official. And how can this banter intimidate someone in his house or her home? Prevent him or her from coming out to vote. If someone didn't come out to vote, you should ask yourself why. One, maybe they are tired of you. Two, maybe they feel like you are not fulfilling your promise. And three, they feel like politicians are the same. You keep on saying the same thing and we still don't see anything. Let me tell you, as it stands now, Ghanaians, we are tired. In fact, we are tired of all the politicians, whether NPP, NDC, we are tired. Because you keep bringing on board the same things and you don't do it. You keep making the same promises and you still don't fulfill it. We are tired. Even the 2024 election, we went there to cover up. We saw the number of people who are supposed to turn out, and then it happens that if 500 people are supposed to come to vote in maybe a constituency, it turns out that only 105. So it should tell you that Ghana for your bremo, seriously, because you don't fulfill your promise, and it looks as if anytime we give you the nod to lead us, you do what you want. You don't even listen to we the citizens. And we've made politics an avenue to extracting money, embezzling state funds. How do you expect a citizen to leave her home and come and vote for you? Because they've seen that emphasis, and the people who also come to vote for you also make sure they take something from you. Don't make sure they take the money. Some of them, they take the money, they don't even vote. Immediately you give them that fat envelope, they go straight into their house and then they sleep. Because they've realized that you people do not have them at heart. It's only for your own selfish gain. That is what you portray for us to see. So if you feel like the people have not turned out to vote for you, you shouldn't be shifting blame. No. We've held by election in this country before and MPP won, NDC lost. So should we also say that the NDC, they don't have a problem in the party? I'm sure they do. But why are they also not voicing it out? When you talk too much, and then when you talk too much, you end up talking things that do not even make sense, or communicating things that do not even align with whatever you are saying. It becomes senseless. So please, with the shifting of blames, you better sit down, fix things in the party. I believe this is the time you people should get out of social media. My fair advice though, get out of social media. Relax. Don't come and be retaliating on issues that are not necessary. And then you focus on the party. Yes, Remo. You should wake up and stop shifting blames. It's not necessary. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Girl.
Today in history with Miss Regina.
Today in history, 1781. The founding of Los Angeles, California occurred on this day under the guidance of Don Felipe de Neve, the Spanish governor of California. This initiative was aligned with Spanish colonial policy, which emphasized the importance of establishing settlements after setting up local missions and military posts. 1951. President Harry S. Truman's opening speech before a conference in San Francisco is broadcast across the nation, marking the first time a television program was broadcasted from coast to coast. The speech focused on Truman's acceptance of a treaty that officially ended in America's post-World War II occupation of Japan. 1914. General Joseph Joffre, Commander-in-Chief of the French Army during World War I, gives the order and readies his troops for a renewed offensive against the advancing Germans at the Marne River in northeastern France, set to begin the following morning. 1984. Nelson Mandela was visited at Paul Small Prison by the International Committee of the Red Cross. These visits were part of the ICRC's efforts to ensure human conditions for all political detainees, and while they were not for negotiation or judgment, they were vital for improving the treatment of prisoners. To some observances, National Wildlife Day is a day to recognize the beauty and importance of wildlife and to raise awareness for conservation efforts and the protection of endangered species. Activities for the day include visiting a zoo or wildlife reserve, donating to conservation organizations, cleaning up local areas, and exploring nature. National Spice Blend Day is celebrated annually to honor the diverse flavors and cultural significance of spice blends worldwide. The day encourages both home cooks and professional chefs to appreciate how herb and spice combinations elevate culinary creations. Eat an Extra Dessert Day is a fun, unofficial holiday celebrated annually on this day. It is a day that encourages people to indulge in their favorite sweet treats, offering a guilt-free opportunity to enjoy a second helping of a dessert, a favorite bakery item, or a homemade creation. There are no specific traditions tied to the day, but it is a perfect occasion to share a dessert with someone, learn about different desserts, or simply savor the sweetness. Lastly, World Sexual Health Day is celebrated to raise awareness about the importance of sexual health, rights, justice, and pleasure for all. Importance of sexual health to overall health and well-being. The World Health Organization and the UN Special Program in Human Reproduction remains committed to advancing sexual health and well-being across the life course as integral to fostering healthy societies in which all people experience their sexuality positively and with dignity. And that's all for today on Today in History and some observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina, for Today in History and some observances of the day. And this is where we call it a wrap on the first segment of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. We'll be coming your way with the news shortly.
To amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond. Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
GhanaTalks Radio in a mix. The
best music in the world. The best
music.
My favorite station.
GhanaTalks Radio. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good morning and welcome to the morning news on GhanaTalks Radio. Coming up, President Mahama demands quality and speed on Ofankor Nsawam Road. Member of Parliament for Sekondi donate 300,000 exercise books to students in his constituency. Kolebo assures repair faulty elevator within 2 months. Government to roll out solar-powered irrigation pumps nationwide. There's a many more coming up shortly. Do stay with us. President John Dramani Mahama has urged contractors working on the Ofankor Nsawam Road rehabilitation project to speed up construction. During an inspection of the project site, President Mahama stressed the need of using quality materials and maintaining a smooth flow of traffic. The contractor is expected to complete the project by the second quarter of 2026.
We've moved this contract onto the Big Push program. And enough provision has been made for the Big Push projects. Yeah, this year we have about 14 billion cedis. And next year we have another 30 billion cedis. So I think that there will be sufficient resources to keep contractors going. So as government commits to pay you well, you too must commit to move faster on the road and also use quality materials. One of the major problems with road contractors in this country is the quality of material. And so you build the road, after a short while, the road starts to deteriorate. And so, I mean, your company is one of the well-known road construction companies in Ghana, and so we hope that this will be a mark of the quality.
A leading member of the Movement for Change, Solomon Owusu, believes PMPP desperately need a win in Akwatia to revitalize the party. According to him, the loss is not just a numerical setback but a blow to the party's credibility. His remarks came in after the New Patriotic Party conceded defeat to Bernard Bediakun Bedu of the National Democratic Congress.
All the big goons of the MPP went to campaign. The leader of the house, Afenyo Marcus, these are the top line. The general secretary of the party was there. The national organizer of the party was there. Contrary to the NDC's position, I didn't see former current President John Mahama there. But in the past by-elections, be it Kumewu, be it Ase North, you saw Akufo-Addo there. So in terms of who took this elections very serious, there is no doubt that the MPP needed this seat to rejuvenate their party more than anybody in this country.
Really?
And I didn't know what they were thinking, because it was so clear from the beginning that they would lose this election humbly. Now, this election has also, as it were, defeated all the principles that the MPP has set for themselves. That's collapsed everything, be it the top-down approach, be it monetization of the party, be it imposition. Now, if you look at the MPP in Akwatia in this by-election, clearly they didn't have any structures on the ground. The party was in disarray. And that was how come in all the engagements that you saw the national executives leading the campaign. But you and I know that all politics are local. And so if you are going into a constituency, it has to be led by the constituency executives who know the dynamics of the constituency more than anybody. But in this case, because the party structure is collapsed, because they are building roof to foundation, then it was not there. Now it comes to the issue of monetization. How on earth in the 21st century that you have a by-election and you go and impose a candidate on the people?
Oh, but why? It's unanimous.
Even the incumbent administration, they went and had a primaries to elect a candidate. You decided to go in for someone that you believe had money. The only reason they narrowed down on Owo anyway, someone is dead and you are going to bring another person. You say Owo. You know Owo means dead. Asumedu, his name is Owo. No, his guy's name is Owo. So someone is dead. Owo means dead. And you are bringing another person. You say Owo dead. So what is surprising about it? Now, the only reason they settled on him was that he had the resources, because the party at the national headquarters had told them that we were not ready to invest anything, a penny here. And so we must sacrifice quality for money.
Who told you?
Oh, yes, that I have my men on the grounds. That because he's a minor, he has something in hand, so he could be the only person that will finance this party. Now it brings to fore this whole old debate that the MPP and NDC have a standing membership of 3 million apiece. I have always said that in this country, there are more floating voters than what these two political parties. So it defeated this nonsense of Akanaipe. You know, they have been going around, I don't know who brought that. These student politicians who have entered into this politics and bring in university politics, they must seize it. Akanaipe. Well, if indeed the Akanaipe principle that is being churned out from particularly Baumia's camp is anything to go by, then it means that the MPP did not need to even work at Akwatia.
Member of Parliament for Sekondi Takrady Blaine Nyamiche has fulfilled his campaign promise by donating 300,000 exercise books worth 1.2 million to 12,000 students in his constituency. This initiative aims to alleviate the financial burden on parents. The donation covers both public and private schools within the constituency. He emphasized the cruciality of education as the best investment.
Why we are doing this is to let every child to be in school. A scenario is last year I met a parent. The children, 2 of them, have sat at home for 1.5 months. The reason being, he could not afford a single exercise book. That touched me so hard that I decided, instead of providing 10 this year, I decided that I will provide all 20 exercise books for every child. And that cost me 1.2. And then the pupils of secondary. We are providing 300,000 exercise books. Last year we did 50,000. Each student had 5. And then we decided that we were going to do 300,000 this year, this academic year. Meaning that every student is getting 20 exercise books. Every child in secondary is getting 20. So we are doing 15,000 children per this year. Why? Because we do not want any child to be left out in education in secondary. Reason being that I am where I am because of education. My mother or my parents were just petty traders, but they managed to educate me with the little money they had. Then times the economy was good. At this time, you and I know that it's very difficult. And secondary is one of the poorest constituencies in the metropolis. Parents find it very hard and difficult to buy 20 exercise books a ward. So we came in to make sure that every child will be in school this academic year.
Management of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital has given assurance that the faulty elevator at the surgical department will be fixed within the next 2 months to improve the delivery of emergency surgeries. The commitment follows concerns raised by the neurological department over the breakdown of one of its 2 elevators during a visit by Parliament Health Committee. The chief executive of the hospital, Dr. Yakubu Seidu, explained that the delay was due to challenges with approvals at the Public Procurement Authority. The procurement has been done. There was some delay with the PPA, but it was finally approved. We have given it to the vendor. The vendor has also engaged the manufacturer, and we have been assured that within 2 months the elevator should be installed and operational, Mr. Adams said. He further appealed to Parliament to expedite the passage of legislation on organ harvesting, stressing that it would significantly reduce the cost of transplants for patients. For cornea transplant, we have to import corneas from America at prices ranging from 3,000 to 4,000. With legislation, we could harvest it locally, bringing the cost down to about 500 for patients, he explained. In politics, the New Patriotic Party has attributed its loss in the Akritia by-election to violent acts allegedly carried out by the National Democratic Congress, particularly its national vice chairman, Sofo Azoka. In an interview, the MPP's communication director, Rachel Dahiangba, said the conduct of Mr. Azoka and his supporters created fear and panic among voters, ultimately suppressing turnout and damaging the party's chances. He stressed that the incident went beyond just an attack on an individual, insisting it had wider implications for the entire electoral process in Akritia. According to Mr. Hyangba, the NDC deliberately pursued a strategy of intimidation aimed at reducing voter participation in the by-election. The Akwatia by-election, which was held following the sudden death of the late MPP Member of Parliament, Ernest Kumi, was won by the NDC Bernard Bediakon Beidu. In business, government says it will soon roll out solar-powered irrigation pumps as part of effort to enhance agricultural productivity. Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapor, disclosed this at the 7th meeting of the International Solar Alliance Regional Committee for Africa. Addressing the media, the minister explained that the initiative is expected to reduce reliance on rain-fed farming and improve resilience on the agriculture sector. For some parts of the country, for close to 6 months during the dry season, our farmers depend on rain-fed agriculture. They virtually have nothing to do. India has pioneered it, and we want to learn from them. They have agreed that they work and collaborate with us so we can install these solar pumps. By installing these pumps, Ghanaians will be able to engage in productivity all year round farming, he said. Meanwhile, Director General of the International Solar Alliance announced a 200 million facility to accelerate the adoption of solar solutions across Africa. They had and ratified the strategy of the International Solar Alliance of moving from ambition to action by having the support of an African solar facility, which is a Catholic finance of 200 million, with 75 million to be operationalized before the end of 2025. At the 7th meeting of the ISA Regional Committee for the Africa region, the ministerial session on the African Solar Facility focused on mobilizing domestic finance to scale solar deployment. The ASF, a blended Catholic finance initiative, has been designed to de-risk solar investment, mobilize local resources, and attract private capital. Ministers and partners shared perspective on an ecosystem approach that ensures bankability of projects, emphasizing transparent procurement, secure payment systems, and targeted equity support. Discussions also highlighted the role of public-private collaboration. The session also highlighted leveraging local financial systems to support renewable energy investment. The discussion concluded that the Africa Solar Facility will serve as a key instrument for sustainable and bankable solar projects. Telecommunications giant MTN Ghana says it will take a cautious approach in phasing out its 2G and 3G networks to give customers enough time to transition to 4G. Speaking at a press briefing during the Digital Africa Summit in Accra, MTN Ghana CEO Stephen noted that many subscribers still rely on 2G and 3G. He explained that some prefer these networks to better manage data consumption, while others simply lack 4G compatible devices. A lot of our customers are still operating on 3G, even though 4G is widely available. Some chose to stay on 3G because the full data usage is faster on 4G. He added that while MTN is committed to optimizing spectrum use by eventually sunsetting 2G and 3G, the process must align with device availability. If we push to shut down 2G and 3G without ensuring customers have affordable 4G devices, we risk leaving people behind, he emphasized. Still on business, overall inflation may have eased in August 2025, with consumer prices falling by 1.3% month-on-month, while year-on-year inflation for August declined marginally to 11.5%, down from 12.1% recorded in July 2025. But the pitch at the market stall tells a different story. Latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service shows that while households are gaining some respite from headline cost of living pressures, several essential food items, including fresh coconuts, continue to record staggering hikes. Fresh coconut prices soared 113.9% year on year, with watermelon up to 105.1%, cashew nut to 110.3%, avocado pear to 108.3%, and ginger to 104.4%. Palm fruit, imported apples, groundnut, and chicken eggs also recorded inflation of between 57 to 75%. The Ghana Statistical Service further flagged 10 other top contributors, including smoked herrings 23.6%, vegetable oil to 56.3%, yam 23.8%, cooked rice to 13.5%, and electricity at 38.9%, highlighting that while the national inflation rate is cooling, the daily reality for consumers remains harsh. Despite this, the government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu urged households to leverage the falling prices of some commodities to shop smart. To lock in the disinflation trajectory, Dr. Idrisu urged both fiscal and monetary authorities to sustain their momentum and stay the course. In sports, head coach of Accra Heart of Oak Sporting Club, Didi Dramani, has stated it is a big plus for the club to have 8th-player Benjamin Asari starring in Ghana's national men's football team, the Black Stars. He said this at a presser ahead of Heart of Oak game against city rivals in Accra Great Olympics in this year's Democracy Cup that is scheduled to take place on Friday, September 5th at the University of Ghana Stadium. Hearts goalkeeper Benjamin Asari is expected to start in goal in the Black Stars 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification games, Chad and Mali, on September 4th and 8th respectively. Didi Dramani believes that having Asari produce at the national team level is a big plus for the club. We are prepared and we are happy Benjamin Asari is also prepared to the best that we can have the production to the national team, and that's a big plus for the club, he said. Asari is one of the 3 goalkeepers who have made the trip with the Black Stars to play Chad. Head coach of Ghana's national men's football team, Otuado, has talked about how tough it will be for the Black Stars to play on artificial grass in its latest 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification game. Ghana takes on Chad today, September 4th at 3 p.m, looking to strengthen its lead in Group 1 standings while boosting its chances of progressing to next year's World Cup that will take place in the US, Canada, and Mexico. Speaking ahead of the game, Otuado was critical of the playing surface at Chad Stade and believes that the nature of the AstroTurf will add on to the difficulty of playing against the home team. We know it's going to be tough to play away home, and Africa is always tough. Ghana lead Group 1 with 15 points from backing 5 wins in 6 games, whilst Chad have lost all 6 qualification games. In showbiz, Jackie's debut album After Midnight has been receiving high praise from the music industry. Ghanaian rapper Manifest recently shared his thoughts on the album, highlighting Jackie's unique vocal tone and effortless delivery. He described her artistry as instantly recognizable and impressive, stating Jackie has such a great vocal tone. The 70-track album blends Afrobeat, R&B, and high life, showcasing Jackie's versatility as an artist. Jackie drew inspiration from the quiet hours after midnight, finding peace and creativity in his time. The album reflects Jackie's personal experience, emotions, and cultural heritage, making it a relatable and impactful to listen. After Midnight marks a significant milestone in Jackie's career, demonstrating her growth as a songwriter and vocalist. And that is how we ended on the morning news broadcast. Do well to log on to all social media platforms, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more detailed information. I am Deborah Dosu. Thank you so much for doing the listening. Do have a good morning.
Ghana Talks Radio, I wo UK abrochimemu era from Ghana mu ha the sound system which spinning machine papa every amana ne ababegu o Ghana mu ha enti se we ye a year we ye engagement we ye wedding we ye birthday party political parties are mo ye rally some we ye sorry mo ye crusade. So we book carnival or any kind of event. Now we pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the mu the dia any American for GTR sounds at the emao. Ya wa live band in so a to nsa at the friend ya beat me ababeboa ama ujumedia woody and so etimi aye kama pa. Ya wa enkan pupuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi an se wo be frɛ mpanifo was 0546960510. GTR sounds a more de angaza.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide. I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in and say this what you see baba live on Facebook, ko Instagram, any Ghana Talks Radio page and so now listen. E be your fire. One year, Konya, wading. Jajan.
the main discussion of the second segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. As usual, I remain your host, Ruth Esenam Fiagbedu. And you know, on the second segment, we pick specific topics that are of public interest and we dive into them. And on this segment also, we have knowledgeable guests who sit on the issues and digest them very well. And this morning, we are blessed to have Mr. Issa Bashir in our midst this morning, who will be with us this morning to digress into the issues. Mr. Bashir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hope all is well.
Oh, everything is fine.
Hope it wasn't difficult getting here.
Oh, no.
How do you feel though?
I'm good.
Yeah, knowing that your party won in the Akwetia by-election.
Oh,
how does that make you feel?
Since they won, I was very, very surprising seeing my fellow MPP people making some just funny comment that they are going to win the Akwetia seat. Because from day one, since their nominations, everything, they made everything to be something like autocratic. We want this guy to lead. We want this guy to lead. As Medu has money, this and. But we were very focused. So before I even start the discussion, I would like to thank Honorable Julius Debra for his investigable this thing that he did at Akwetia. Julius Debra played very, very vital role in this Akwetia by-election because he's a citizen from Eastern region.
From Eastern region.
Yes. So I was very surprising. Since day one, look at the communications, the leadership of the MPP started communicating in Akwetia. Instead of few, I was expecting them to pinpoint developmental projects in Akwetia that they did when they were in power. That should be their focus towards the by-election. They should pinpoint, oh, okay, when we were in power, we did this for the good people in Akwetia. We did this, we did that. But they went there mimicking the late MP, Edeskumi. They said because of the court case that he went through, it has depressed him to the extent that he's even dead. Look at the funny comments made by DMB. So you choose this guy to be your flag bearer, to come and face us coming 2028. Oh, they should forget. But we went as party people. Even though our leadership were in Akwetia, but we decentralized our work because we are not living in Akwetia. The good people in Akwetia, that's the constituency executive, they know the terrain. They know the in and out in Akwetia. So we can't just go there, hijack all the duties. No, we gave them we gave them the chance to operate. Do this. So together with their branch executive, they performed very good. They went, pick people from their various homes to come and vote. They swept. They did very well. And we're emerged winner finally.
So what do you think led to the defeat of the NPP?
Oh, they should continue their blame games. Oh. They should continue. Oh, in Tokwa winning and NDC for the winning here. Okay. Since we know that in Tokwa Nebema are winning, just look at the meters that incident happened. It was not even closer to the polling station. It was on the street.
But how could the fight contribute to you people winning?
I don't know. Maybe they were fighting the various homes in individual in Akwetia. I can't tell. Because you and I, as a media team, did you hear any gunshot in Akwetia?
No, please.
No. Everybody came. Even the turnout was very, very encouraging.
Oh, you believe so?
Yes. Over 33 people. Over 33,000 people. It's very good. And even their stronghold, look at the number of votes we had in their stronghold.
In their stronghold.
And look at the margin we gave them in our stronghold. So that shows how poorly they perform in their previous administration that is going against them.
That is going against
yes.
them. But overall, how did you see the whole election in terms of security, the voter turnout and everything?
So the security wise, the IGP did very well because he deployed many police officers on the ground. We didn't hear any violence. It was just a banter. It was just a banter. Even that, it didn't happen in the what's the name, in the polling station. It's happening in the street. I learned one journalist was interviewing MPP second vice chairman, and Sufo Azoka just interrupted because he mentioned his name in the interview. That's all.
That was all.
That's all.
But do you think those issues were handled properly by the security personnel?
Oh yeah, it was handled. But I saw one police officer just separating because they were even, the police officer was even smiling when they were having that banter. But it was just it shouldn't contribute to their defeat. Richard Ahiagba is incompetent communication director. I don't know the reason why. See, their communication structure in the New Patriotic Party is very, very, very poor. Their communication structure in MPP is very poor. How can you choose Richard Ahiagba as your communication director, Miracle Abuaji as Baomiye's communication director?
Why you think they're not competent?
Oh, Miracle Abuaji is incompetent. Look at the false news he came to spread. As at 6 o'clock in Akwetia by-election.
That what?
He said that they have emerged winners. Mimicking Musa Dankwa. Visit his Facebook handle. He was mimicking Musa Dankwa, but finally you saw that his predictions were very good.
Were very good. All right. So based on the Musa Dankwa results, it was...
We will know since day one. This election is a done deal.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
So looking at the election, the whole election so far, is there anything you would like for them to improve in the next coming election?
Me, I want to advise the New Patriotic Party. They should continue their blame games. Because your downfall is my gain. So when you fall, me, I won't help you to rise. I won't help you to rise. Die. You are going to collapse their party for them.
Mr. Issa. Issa said they should die. Miss Debbie, you are here again with me.
Yeah.
Today is you and I. Tin tone time. Yeah, so yesterday I think we already spoke briefly about, but is there anything you want them to improve with regards to the upcoming election, looking at what we encountered on Tuesday?
Improve. I think the improvements have already started. They've already improved upon what happened in Ablekuma. We didn't see that yesterday at Akwetia. So I'm hoping that going forward, looking into our next election, that will be in 2028, it should be so peaceful. We don't want, and even if there will be banter between two political parties, it shouldn't escalate to the extent that will get people who lost their lives, or people who due to the election will be bedridden or have or disabled, let's put it in that way. So I'm just hoping that in the coming election we won't see such violence and it will be peaceful. And just as the way they've deployed police personnel, I'm hoping that coming election they will do so to calm the people. And one thing I also need them to do is that they should educate people on this. Deploying a lot of police personnel doesn't mean that they are intimidating you to vote, but it's for your own good and for your own safety.
Right. So now, Mr. Issa, coming back to the issue of the Chief Justice, was it something you were already expecting? Or you were shocked
since
when...
day one, I was expecting His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to sack this woman from the office.
Why?
Because she's incompetent. Look at the scandals the allegations and the scandals that were made by her. As a Chief Justice, you use the state money to transport you, yourself, your husband and your daughter. Using the state money. Who does that?
But she was entitled to vacation, wasn't she?
On her ticket.
Just her alone.
Just her alone. If you go and check the incentives that she enjoys, she's the only person. But she went to the extent that, her party was in power. So she's going to use that power to transport her husband and her daughter in addition. That shows her, what is the name? How will I put it? She's not well trusted to be the Chief Justice. this woman, she can't direct our judicial service.
She can.
So they should just sack her from the office. I was expecting this one since day one. Yes, so and looking forward, the EC, Jane Mensah.
Is it that your party people have actually targeted these top officials?
They are incompetent. Look at Jane Mensah, where she was the EC. Look at the outcome of the election result that she conducted. She performed very poor. As the EC office, we were first in history since what's the name? The limited registration. Look at the Buhaha and the this thing that she caused in various constituencies. In a regime, we had a situation whereby we were having registration in various district offices. Look at the chaos that she caused. Unlike previously, we do this registration in our various electoral areas where we can identify properly people that vote in that vicinity.
Right.
But this is the case whereby she placed the registration in various districts that they even the MPP people deployed people from other constituencies just to come because you can't identify them because the district. No, let's take it in my place. That's Rejagbayo constituency.
Right.
We do our registration in our municipal assembly. I live in Weja, but we have various polling centers. That's the Joma Cortez, Winners Family, St. Joseph, and other stuff. I can't identify voters in that vicinity, but if we have a registration in our various electoral areas, I know that I'm in Market Square A. I know all the people in that vicinity. I can identify the voters in all the people who tends to be 18 who are coming to do their voters registration. I can identify them, but she said no. She's going to work for a party, not the nation.
Not the nation.
So she's going to. We should go to our various districts to do our registration.
Wow.
And even going to the election. Look at the chaos that in a tenor, Techima South. Look at the number of people that were killed over there.
Wow. And what did they do about that?
I don't know. It's still in process.
Yeah, because people are complaining that even the Ablekuma North election that was held just recently, the 8 people that were convicted were fined 6,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
And they said there was not enough punishment for these people. They should have been jailed for at least 3 years.
Oh, they didn't kill anybody. It was just a banter, but constitutionally, they have been fined and they have paid. So they have been granted bail.
So do you think that is enough?
Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
As compared to the previous administration.
Yeah. Oh, previous administration. Journalists crying mamunko. In Tokwabi say, Omega will say, no journalists. They'll sack you guys from there. But this is a government that believes in resetting and transforming the nation Ghana. He has granted leverage for everybody to operate. So they should just wait for us. We'll sack her from the office.
We'll sack her from the office.
Jane Mensah.
Okay, so there was this actually particular issue we discussed on our first segment, which is the news headline review, and I also want to share with you and then ask your opinion about it as well, if you buy into it. And that has to do with Kwabna Echampon, who is the former general secretary of the New Patriotic Party and hopefully the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party. And then he's saying that we must create a convention to avoid by-elections. So he has called for a new political convention that avoids by-elections. So according to him, the death of a certain member of parliament should not automatically trigger a by-election. Instead, he added the affected political party should be allowed to nominate a replacement without going to a context. And then he mentioned that the by-election is described as a waste of state resources and that adds little to national development. Do you agree with him?
So is he saying that the sitting government should amend that in the constitution?
He said that if someone resigns or die, they shouldn't go for any election. They should just appoint somebody from the party that is in power.
Oh, okay. I'm calling in favor, Auntie. He's now saying we should nominate. But where was Cabinet Japan in previous administration? Because we had Asim North by election and we had one at Kumu. Even that place, I think we contested, but John Kume's constituency rather than we didn't contest. So where was Cabinet Japan? imperious administration. And he has become an advisor. He's coming to advise us to nominate. Okay, that one is a laudable idea, because going through by election is not an easy task, because you use the state money to do that. But in our democracy, we have to give room to everyone to operate. When there is by election, the person was representing a constituency, was not representing a political party. So I don't buy that idea of we nominating the political parties nominating a person to represent the constituency. I don't buy that idea. I buy the by-election idea, whereby the good people in that constituency, they will go and vote for the competent person to represent them in parliament.
Exactly.
So I don't buy his idea.
You don't buy his idea, yes. So you feel it should be a free and fair election.
It should be a free and fair
where
election,
people have the opportunity to vote for whoever they want to represent them in parliament. All right, and that was coming from Issa. That is what he has to do. He has to say with regards to them taking the whole by-election off and just appointing someone from a particular party to just represent the candidate, just in case that person is dead, has resigned, or whatsoever. That is his submission on that. All right, so I think we'll just dive into our main discussions for this morning. And on our first topic has to do with President John Dramani Mahama lifting ban on the sale of state lands. What do you make of that, please?
Okay, first of all, I would like to greet the President of the Republic of Ghana, who is in the name His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And you see, John Dramani Mahama is one of the good persons in this country that we are going to remember in our memories when he finished his tenure as the President of the Republic. Because to me, after His Excellency, the ex-President, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, if I'm being to appoint another best president, I'm going to appoint John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
Because he has really, really worked for the nation. If you do recall, last 3 years, that is in 2022, the MP for Northton, who is a ranking member on the Assurance Committee in Parliament, that is Honorable Samuel Okujato Ablakwa.
Yes.
He made claims that the previous government were taking state lands. So he posted on his X page, that was in 2022, that some of the MPP gurus and their government officials are claiming state lands. So he made mention of 10 individuals. That's Kate Jemfua, the MPP women's organizer. She purchased a land from Akufo-Addo on the 31st August 2022.
Right.
And the second person was in the name of Ibrahim Mohammed Awal. He's the Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture at the time of purchase, and purchase from Akufo-Addo. That's on the 30th November 2020. And the third person was Ernest Addison, the Governor of Bank of Ghana. And he purchased the land from Akufo-Addo. That's on the 31st August 2022. And the fourth person was LC Awazi. That's the Deputy Governor for Bank of Ghana. It's the Bank of Ghana for Nkwan and Eto Assassin. And he purchased from Akufo-Addo. That's on the 27th August 2020. And there's another Deputy Bank of Ghana Governor, Maxwell Opoku Afari, also purchased from Akufo-Addo on the 31st August 2022. Going forward, the seat person, that's Joseph Boahin Edu, the CEO for Cocoa Board, purchased from Akufo-Addo. That's on the 30th October 2020. And the seventh person is in the name of Dr. Janet Ampedu, chairperson from the Presidential Committee. She purchased from the Akufo-Addo That's on the 29th June 2022. Kobna Mante Nyako. That's the board member for Ghana Airport Company Limited. And purchased a land from Akufo-Addo on the 22nd October 2022. And also Ransford Soa, that's the commissioner for Ghana. That is Ghana's High Commissioner to Canada. He also purchased land from Akufo-Addo. That's on the 4th October 2020. And the last and the 10th person, that's Anan Asari Odru, former MPP Women's Organizer, Holland Chapter. She also purchased from Akufo-Addo on the 25th February 2021. These are all the lists. And it's on Ghana Web. You can go there and just Google and see. So, the ranking member, that's the former ranking member for Assurance Committee, Honorable Samuel Okujato Ablakwa, made findings and also instructed the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to also provide documents of sales of land since 1992 to date. That was in 2022 that he requested that document. Till now, the minister has not provided till the time he left power. Because they have looted the state land, not just lands, our forestry, our forest reserve
have all been sold to these people.
They are all been sold to party operatives in the previous government. So when the game changer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama came, he just put a temporary ban on land sales.
Yeah.
He instructed the Land Commission that they shouldn't issue any documents to any individual. They should hold on.
For state lands.
For state lands.
Okay.
That's lands that falls in the public schools, our forest reserves, our public sectors, that's our airport residential areas. We heard during the previous administration that some of the lands have been sold, and also our beaches. So he halted that they shouldn't issue any lands to anybody.
But should that be the case, that state land should be sold to individuals of?
No, not even the sales. He said even for leasing, they shouldn't lease to anybody. They should just hold on. So he has also instructed yesterday the Lands Commission, the board that he inaugurated yesterday.
Yes.
He has also instructed them to go back and make their checks since 2017.
2017, exactly.
All the sales of land documents that were made, they should investigate and bring their findings out. So that shows the operation Recover All Loot, that initiative we have started. So we are going to begin with state lands, those who have been leased. So I'm going to urge each and every citizen that if you know, and if you know again that you bought a land from previous government that was illegal, just own out. Bring the document to the committee for them to review. And if you have the money again to come and purchase legally.
So that means that these people acquired the land illegally.
They have acquired the land illegally because they thought they are going to remain in power till. Power is not going to be changed.
So who should be blamed for that?
The previous government. And now the vice is also saying we should vote for him to become a president. And Kagana no beton.
So what should this mean to the ordinary Ghanaian? Should it mean a sort of like a freedom or something?
So the only advice I'll give you to the citizens is we should be very cautious of the lands we buy. Because maybe they can sell a land to you that belongs to the government, but maybe an individual will claim that the land belongs to him. And even, the funny thing, they'll even provide you with documents. They are all fake documents. They'll provide you with fake documents that, these are the lands belonging to that individual, but the land belongs to the state. So they should be very cautious of the lands that they buy.
Yes. Miss Debbie, and they've left ban on state properties. Yes, state lands. Exactly.
I think it's a good one, and it's going to promote or boost the confidence of the public to have some kind of trust in the sales of land, and then I believe it's going to ensure transparency. I remember the former forestry CEO of Forestry Commission is late, Sir John. Some time back, I learned he was either buying or selling, I think, 1/4 acres of a brie forest. Is it a brie garden or a brie forest?
A brie garden.
A brie garden, yes. Gidi say.
And I think Achimota Forest as well.
Achimota Forest.
Yes,
too.
our forest reserves.
Yeah.
They were selling it to people. They were allowing people to encroach on the forest reserves, killing these animals that are supposed to be reserved for tourism. They were actually letting them out and then doing all sorts of stuff. So I think President Mahama bringing this on board has to be applauded, because most of these people, we see them to be leaders, are the same people that are selling this land. They are the same people that are buying the land, something that is meant for the state. So what if the government wants to brings up a project that needs to be built on 50 acres of land, and then the land is nowhere to be found? Why? Because we've sold them out, or why? Because we bought them ourselves. It doesn't speak good of us, and that is why we have a lot of people battling, having issue. We have people that have issue with the government in court because of land. Someone sold a state land to him or her without the knowledge of the government, and now it has become a court case. You've taken the money from me, so I also need the land.
Exactly.
But the land is not supposed to be sold because it belongs to the state. So if the government does not bring this on board and does not stop this attitude, a time will come where we are living in a country and there is no land. Like, we literally have no land to build on. And then the government have no option to still come to the citizen, buy the land. No, it doesn't make sense. So I believe, there's no man bro. So now that the ban has been lifted, I believe it's a good one, and I believe it's going to ensure transparency and prevent these people who sell this land to people to actually encroach into the state land. For example, like the forest like this, like the Brie Gardens and then the Achimota Forest. Those are places that are for tourism. People actually go there to look at nature. It's very beautiful. If you get to a Brie Garden, like, is it not nice?
Yeah, it is.
You admire nature, and then it's so beautiful. And I can tell you that people travel all over the country just to come and have a look at it, and then you end up selling it. Does it really make sense to us? So I feel it's good. Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Issa, could it be that maybe the government is not utilizing the land properly, or the land were just there, so they decided to take the opportunity to sell the land to people that they think that they are going to use it, or perhaps even generate more revenue for the government?
Oh, okay. So first of all, to continue, sometimes you see, we the individuals, what's our thought of mind on even before you make the attempt of buying state land? Maybe I'll take you to a brief botanical gardens, and I will tell you that, oh, I'm going to sell this place to you. What comes in mind? What should be in your mind is maybe it's a fraud, or I'm going to sell something to you illegally, because you know that the Ebri Botanical Garden is a forest, it's a tourist site. Ebri Botanical Garden is a tourist site. So why are you going to purchase that place? Do you mean you are going to live there? But I don't know how I'll put this contest. Do we think before we make an attempt of buying state lands?
State lands.
Something like Ebri Botanical Gardens. Bebin unim se a hono. It's just a tourist site. How are you going to buy there to the extent of you thinking of living there? So I don't buy the idea. But you can buy other places. other places to just have a place for a shelter.
Right. So these people that the land have been sold to them, is there a way they are retrieving these lands back from these people?
Yes. If you bought this, if anybody, any individual that buys state lands, they are going to take it from you. Because it does not belong to anybody, it belongs to the state.
All right. We happen to have Mr. Joseph Ajete Ej, right? Yeah, right here in our midst. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
you
you
were
very
late,
much.
but at least it's good to have you here.
Sure.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. How is everything?
No,
The election, did you run in your favor or not?
We lost by.
Oh, what do you think made you lost?
Oh, you see, party in power and you going to fight party in power sometimes is a bit difficult because they just assume office and then just 8 months in office, they still have the goodwill of the people. Ghanaians feel like MPP is not the best candidate or the best party to lead them.
Ghanaians feel.
Yes.
How did you make
Ghanaians
them
feel like we've disappointed them when it comes to economic management and a whole lot of crises that happened during our tenure. We admit the fact that we didn't make Ghanaians comfortable the way they had wanted things to go. We apologize for that. But we are assuring Ghanaians that NDC is never the option for them if they are not choosing MPP. I would always say I would rather go for MPP than to go for NDC.
Why?
Because NDC is known to be a party full of lies, propaganda. Because if you could set up a propaganda committee or a propaganda office, basically to teach people how to lie, when it's blue, they will say it's red. And then they will make sure they will say it in a sense that Ghanaians are going to believe that it is red, instead of them seeing it to be blue. They are seeing it blue, but they are saying, no, I do any blue or red. It's going to hurt one way or the other, affect Ghanaians. You understand? That is how NDC is known to be. MPP is not like that. When we promise, we fulfill. Even though you will not get us 100%. Human beings, we are not 100%. One way or the other, you would, have or face some challenges alongside, because these our hands are not equal. That alone should tell you that I can make you a promise that I'll buy you a car, but I'll not be able to buy you the car, but I can buy you a fuel. You understand my point? So these are the challenges, because you going into an election with a party in power, telling the people that now, if you don't vote for my candidate, there's not going to be any infrastructure project, or there's not going to be any proper project within the community to help you guys. Are you going to vote against the party in power? You need projects. You need a lot of things in your community. You need work. And then he's telling you, if you don't do this for me, I'll not do it. Then he's going to stay in power for 4 years. You understand the dynamics?
But when your party was in power, was there any developmental project you people could show to the people that, oh, this is what we have done, so vote for us so that we continue?
The DVLA project, the DVLA building over there, that they commissioned, I think a day or a week before the election.
Before the election.
It was built under NPP's administration.
Oh, okay.
That project was being built under the administration.
Right.
The drip project, our modern machines now cost 60 coins. So said they are coming to do roads for them a day of election. Those projects were they not MPP development or MPP initiative to come and then help sustain their roads and the rest. So why is it that these things has been in place since you resumed office from January? You've not even made an attempt of even going to the road to even make sure things are done right. You sat down and waited because you know what you are planning. You know what you want to do. So it's a whole lot.
Okay, it's a whole lot.
Sure.
I actually wish you were here earlier so we will hear from both sides, but it happens that you're already late. So
they were sharing money, so we are in opposition.
My sister,
we are in opposition.
My sister, you see, I'm very happy to see my brother over here because he has been in room mourning over years. But you see, the good people of Akutia.
Let's not spend too much time on what we had already discussed.
Sure.
And then, so So, Isa,
you just give me 2 minutes to just allow.
So
minutes
when
is
I
too
came,
much.
I heard him talking about the land issues and the whole lot.
Yes, so we'll dive into that.
Okay.
So let's just
Just give me a 2 minutes.
No, so let's
just digest.
So when we are done with the whole show and we have enough time, I think we can do that. So once we are already into the main topic, I was just asking him how he was, and he just had to bring all of that out.
Like, I'm very happy to see him over here.
It's good.
But it's in black, so it's still morning.
He's still morning.
Yes, it's in black, so it's still morning.
Okay, so we are actually already on our first topic that has to do with President John Dramani Mahama lifting the ban on sales, lease, and processing of state public lands in Ghana. Well, there was a ban that was imposed previously on state lands transaction, which was instituted on 10th January 2025, and which aimed at enabling a thorough review of Ghana's lands administration system. And then just yesterday, a day before yesterday, we saw that President John Dramani Mahama has come out to lift the ban. So, what does this mean for you?
Okay, so let me greet my fellow viewers out there and listeners. Good morning to them all, and good morning to my boss Valentino Nino Notti, and my incoming national organizer Titus Glover, and Greater Accra youth organizer incoming Mandela Yafi, and then also my very own boss Nana Lloyd, the incoming youth organizer for the MPP national. Now, when it comes to these land issues, I would say that the reason why there was a ban on the state lands is that new governments coming in. So at least we should halt all processes. So we do a thorough review, or we do an audit about the whole process, so that when they are taking office, because once you are leaving office, automatically you will leave a document and then hand it over to the next person. Right. So he will go through. Whilst he is also going through, you also have to make sure that the document you've brought to him, and then based on also what the research is also going to do, is supposed to tally. When there is a friction, that is when, quote unquote, they will say, why we ask why you see. You understand? So it is not something new, or it's not an initiative. Yeah, mama or person. It's a normal something that we do, because I remember they made notice that they shouldn't even make payments of salaries to some to companies or to people, due to they want to make sure that everything is intact before we start the process. So I think it was February or March that they started paying workers. From January or I think from December there.
Hey, are you sure?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure. Even National Service, they halted our pay. They told us that they want to do some review before they start paying us. And then in March, they found out that everything is okay, so they started paying. Yes. Okay. So it's not something that I'm lying. So it's a normal something. It's a normal but something. I want to ask, now, to me, I see the lift that President Mahama has lifted out of the from the state land is a way of trying to loot monies or state properties to some loyalists and some financiers towards his campaign.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's too early for you to lift the ban. If truly you are saying that you are doing an audit pertaining to land state lands. Now they made us known that in August, is it 25th of August, or in the month of August, they are going to bring out or publish the so far the audit they have done pertaining to the state lands. So now we are in September. Not even one report is out.
They are still investigating.
No, so if you are still investigating, then why are you lifting up the band? This clearly should tell you that it's like you are delaying the process.
Are you sure?
Yes, Sika will campaign. Like they spent a whole lot of money in the campaign. Some have to sell their properties to invest into it to make sure President Mahama becomes president. And God being so good for them, he has come to power. So since he has come to power, how do we loot back our monies? How do we gain back our shares? By selling or by giving out or leasing them state properties without them paying a kobo. They are going to use it for their investment. so they can share, so that they can loiter and get back their monies. So this is it's not something new. Now I want to read something to you. Under President Mahama 2012 to 2016, under his administration, we saw that, see, there was a whole lot of total dark out when it comes to our lands, state lands. They were looting here and there, back and forth. Omo didn't say one year with obi a comma dinner che or from a diani. So on say obi didina or chair like come dinner chair on year diani how did it differ? That is how NDC was behaving. 2016, 2012, there was a total dark era of land looting. And then now MPP came into power 2017. 2017, from 2017 to 2018, that was when we initiated the digital the digital system for operation, in terms of we trying to be able to know, say, okay, this is the total number of people that have been able to purchase state lands. This is the total number of people that we've released state lands to. This is the amount we have. Like, we digitalize the system when it comes to our state land. We digitalize the system so that we'll be able to have a smooth review anytime we need it. You understand? Yeah. This is a party that thinks about the people. Now, after we did our audit pertaining to the state land under Mahama's administration, we were able to retrieve over 1,000 acres. Over 1,000 acres of lands
under
Mahama administration.
Just this administration?
No, his previous administration. That was 2016, 2012 to 2016.
2016.
Just 4 years, when already president. No, we were able to recover 1,000 acres of state properties under his administration. And you've assumed office just 8 months. What's why your audit? So now you've lifted band. And then you could not even pinpoint, say, MPP are buying on mobile and on my state way seeker, and I say on my state property on my say. You've not been able to pinpoint one.
So the lifting of the ban is actually part of this audit from 2017 to 2025. They want to review, and once they're done, he mentioned that those reports will be made publicly. So we are
they made us aware, or they made it known to the public, that 2025 August, they are going to make sure they publish the report. So if you've not been able to publish the report as at August, and then we are in September, and then you are telling us that, okay, you are lifting the ban, then there's a question mark.
How is that a problem?
There is a problem in the sense that now, Ukoye audit, the audit you did, you are supposed to bring to the public, because you make it known to the public that I am going to do a forensic audit on our state land and state properties. So now, after the audit, you are supposed to bring it back to the public. Say, and they go here. So due to that, we are now taking off the band.
So in actual sense, you are thinking that they should even be done with the audit they are doing before they lift the band.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? MPP has been a great party, a party of transparency, a party of accountability. Unlike the NDC, that you cannot trust them when it comes to accountability. You cannot trust them when it comes to transparency, because even the sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, under his tenure as the vice president, his own president, late John Evans Atamos, set up a committee to audit him, to investigate.
I think that shouldn't be news. Anybody can
that
be
should be
investigated
a
at
news.
all.
That should be a question mark.
No, but anybody.
Even if no. See, when you're working with your boss, and then you come, boss, you want to purchase a new instrument for the studio, and then he asks you, how much is it going to cost? Oh, it's going to cost 100,000. Your boss has given you the 100,000 to go and purchase it. Okay, you said, okay, boss, I've gone to purchase it, I've brought it. Why should your boss set up a committee to investigate whether what you went to buy is truly 100,000, and then whether it is truly quality or not, why should your boss do that? If your boss trusts you,
for the fact that he trusts me doesn't prevent him from fact checking.
No.
So in your opinion, you think anybody investigated on that?
The moment you are my closest friend, or you are, in fact, you are my running mate, or you are my PA, you know everything about me, and then the moment I ask people, Charlie, Akwawe, go ahead and check something about him for me, it means I'm not beginning, or I'm not trusting you as I used to trust you.
Okay.
That alone should blow an alarm to Ghanaians.
Okay.
Because if his own president obi on any chitu how I say or man bakoye, then he set up a committee to investigate about you, then there is a big problem.
Okay, Mr. Issa.
Mama is not someone we can trust.
What do you have to say with regards to the point he made that President John Dramani Mahama should have waited for the whole audit process to finish before they come up and lift the ban?
You see, MPP is a party full of propaganda. To the extent, say, you are saying since 2012 to 2016, President Mahama sold a huge sum amount of money he gained from land sales. Hey, and now you are the one saying, so that means when you guys resumed office, we didn't work. Because as per to our constitution, nobody is above the law. Even if Mahama have sold some huge amount of money from land, so you guys were supposed to prosecute him when you guys were in power. If you found that scandal, so he's just making fallacies, just lies, to the extent that you are claiming President Mahama sold you some amount of money. So let me tell you just this scenario. Why do we form committees for finding?
Why do we
form committees for finding?
For finding.
Yes.
To fact check.
So what? So if your boss sent you from his own scenario that he's just making, if your boss sent you to buy something, when you bring back the thing, do you know that your boss is working under somebody?
Yes.
He's serving people.
Yes.
So he's supposed to make everything transparent to them. So you make a committee to fast check, to cross check whatever you bought for the company, and so I can publish it out.
And even provide a proper report for that.
Ajete, you are the one making this claim. What do you understand by auditing? Auditing doesn't mean they are going to cross check whether if you have stolen something or they are just bringing out facts.
Right.
They are bringing out facts. Say, why any for recommendations? And to say, if your boss sends you and make cross check from whatever you bring back to him, is he assuming you are a thief or something?
Yes.
Oh no, that
no.
Listen.
See, you see, the point I'm trying to make, he's not trying to get me right.
I'm not. Is it that when you trust somebody, that doesn't mean you shouldn't investigate on the person?
See, we can investigate or do some thorough checks when I'm beginning to sense I'm fishy something about you.
Should that always be the case that when you're sensing something fishy or
no. Why should you tell me that this mobile phone costs 1,000 cedis? Then I've given you 1,000 cedis to go and purchase it. You've gone to purchase it for me and I'm using. Then I'll ask someone, besides the phone way, and pass 1,000 cedis.
Of course, I don't see anything wrong with that. Asking somebody how much was the phone.
No.
You see,
it's a no-no.
The MPP party.
It's a no-no to me.
The MPP party is a party
you will raise that allegation. Now, the person you are sending to go and ask if the phone I bought is truly 1,000 cedis, the person in question that is going to find out. Now, imagine the person is not in good terms with me, or the position I am in, the person wants to be there. Do you think the person will come and tell you the right thing?
You see, let me tell you something.
No. See, this politics. In politics,
this is not politics.
No. But if you know you haven't done anything wrong, why should he even bother you in the first place?
So, were you aware Mahama got pissed at that, or you are not aware?
That
is why that is why when Mahama assumed office, he sacked the Ahoy's family from the from his administration.
Oh, no. See,
he sacked them from his administration.
Anything pertaining to our party.
Professor Moss, Uncle Ato, Uncle Ato. I hope you know he's a direct uncle to Professor Moss.
Yes.
He sacked him from the administration. Did you ask yourself why? He said he cannot work with him. Why can't you work with him? Because his brother or his uncle was, sensing some kind of funny. I don't know how to put the word. You understand? So due to that, and there's a of Accra, me, or me boss. What me mama say, uncle or the team, I'm a public. Question mark kakra ba me ho enti me ma ba power no me fa mo be eduma na won so nto koto na bedwem na won ka say mayesi no
sweetheart you see
let's put
MPP
let's remove or put out that political lens he's trying to put on right now. He should put the political lens down and then let's talk as nationalists. You understand?
All right.
You see, MPP is not a patriotic party, but just they should change their name from New Patriotic Party to PPP, Propagandist People Party, because you making reference to Ahoy and who. I want to just ask you this simple question. What was the role of Anyidohu in the MPP party? He was the former secretary. During Atamio's time. Who is he?
I don't know.
You don't know him.
I don't know.
You don't know Kwekwa Ayidohu. So you are just coming to put your mouth in our party. You see, our party is a kind of party that demonstrates transparency. Our leaders are very transparent to the extent that if you recall, Mahama was the only president that when he was thrown out, he stayed in the state for investigation. He stayed in Ghana for investigation. He said if NPP have something against him, he stayed in the country so that they'll send him to court. So he's there for investigation. He went in the same country. Yeah, they found anything. So he's just making lies, fallacies in the air. We were in this same country, Ghana, where we had Brian Echampo buying neat houses from the public government sector. Were we not in this same country? Where is this same country where Okujato Ablakwa found this, instructing the former lands and resource minister Abu Jinapo to provide all lands documents. So since 1992, did he provide? So this committee was just formed. It was just formed to cross-check all land sales. After they are cross-checking, you are going to put it in the public domain.
Are you sure it will be made public?
Yes, you are going to put it in the public domain. MPP is a party that deals in darkness. They deal with darkness. Even yesterday, the inauguration was made public under camera. It was under camera. And the president made it clear that after their findings, he's going to put it in the public domain.
The same way the president lied. The same way the president, he lied pertaining to the road construction. When the former road minister came out with facts, I'm waiting for Ofosukwachi to bring out a communique that it was a mistake. The president, I'm waiting for that.
Which lie did the president made?
When he made lies pertaining to the road construction that MPP has looted money.
Because
there is someone to Kumasi High Road. When he went there and claimed that MPP has taken the money for the road construction and then yet they don't completed it. But he knows in records that we budgeted for 3 million Ghana cedis to be for the road construction to be complete, and then the bank has given only 2 million. I said 20 million, 30, and they give me 20. The 10 is we are waiting for the 10 to complete it, and then that 10 was supposed to be deducted from budget. The president is aware, but he came and stand in the public and lie. A whole president lying in public.
Okay. So
you see, when we are students, when we are talking in the public space, we need to bring facts, evidences.
Yes.
Right.
So you can't just speak to the public domain, telling them lies, all sorts of lies, because you said in his own submission, he said they completed the Insawan road. Baby girl, just Google just now, yesterday, when the president went to that Pokwasi in Sawan, was that road completed?
I never made mention of completed.
You said completed.
No, I said we needed 30 million to complete.
Do you know the funny thing enough? Even the contractors working over there, they were not paid. When we assumed office, just recently, through the land, this road minister, Agboza, he made mention that the contractors were not paid, so they were not going to finish their work. He was the one who paid them.
I remember that.
So that 30,000 you were claiming you had from the Bank of Ghana, where is that money now?
Okay.
The money has been looted. You have shared all the money in your pocket. You are yet coming to make lies in the public domain that you guys were waiting for 10. You guys were waiting for what? Have you paid the contractors over there? Okay. Stop these lies.
Okay. So moving away from propaganda and a whole lot. So President Mahama emphasized that this is not a return to business as usual, but the beginning of a transparent, digitally verified process for all land transaction. How do you buy into that idea? Do you think that is going to help us a long way to resolve this whole litigation?
Yes.
Has to do with people, one land, two people already having this land. How do you think the digital space is going to help for land transactions?
You see, issues involving in land transaction is very, 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 very problematic in this country.
Yes,
because
very, very problematic.
Especially in Accra.
But why is it so rampant here in Accra? Is it that the villagers, they fear them, or?
It's not that they fear them. You see, if you are going to talk about lands in Accra, if you don't put it well, you are going to get issues. Because in this country, the lands are not owned by government. They are owned by chiefs. Governments don't sell land. It's the chiefs that sell us land.
But should that be the case, that the chiefs should be the ones selling the land?
They said they are the custodians of the land.
Or they should rather be collaborating with the
government? They should rather be collaborating with the government officials.
Right.
But they claim to be the custodians of the land. And they are. But this, we urge the chiefs, because you know the Asafu, they are the people involved in this land sales. They can sell more than 2 lands to a single land. They can sell to more than 2 or 3 individuals, and that's causing problematic. So you, the individual, when they sell the lands to you, cross check from the lands commission, because they are provided, each constituency has a land commission unit that operates over there. So with the collaboration with this digitalization and other stuff, it's going to help you, this same individual, to have proofs that shows that the land that is being sold to you is not being sold to any other persons.
Right.
It's going to reduce this chaos among individuals selling, or that have been claimed to be selling the same some amount of money to them on the same plot of land.
Except especially with the agent
too.
One land you have like 5 agents selling it to the same person.
They should avoid in this agent something. If you need something, or just move to the lands commission.
Please move to the lands commission.
They know the demarcations of the lands in various districts.
Right.
So they can just indicate to you that, oh, this land is not for anybody. You can just go there. So you just make the necessary arrangement. Then you go forward purchasing it.
Right. So President John Dramani Mahama also mentioned that no land document should take more than 30 working days. Do you think this can be achieved? Because even to acquire land documents, it takes you almost about 2 years, 1 year, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, he's saying that he's guaranteeing the public that it shouldn't take more than 30 days to acquire a land document. Do you think these can be achieved? And what are some of the things that can be put in place to achieve this?
So, like I said earlier, under the MPP government, we've introduced the digitalization system when it comes to our lands and everything. So
that you did well.
Yes. So automatically, land processing of documents shouldn't even be a problem for us. Shouldn't take so much longer in getting your own document. Only thing you need to do is just move to the Lands Commission head office or any of the regional offices where you are being located, and then just go there. If you have your documents or you know where your land demarcations are, just move to them. They'll input everything on their system, and then they'll be able to determine, oh, this land, are you sure it's for you? Maybe the land you are going to process your documents, if you don't go to the rightful place, you go and then, oh, make offer agent. Maybe that land has been sold to someone, you have no idea about it.
No idea about it.
But the moment you get there, when they cross-check in the system, oh, okay, this land is not for anybody. So, okay, you claim it's for you. Who sold it to you? Oh, so and so. Now, they'll have to do investigations and find out if truly the land belong to that rightful people who sold the land to you. If it is, what is the delay of getting your land documents? So to me, if they have set the ball rolling, they should just continue. And then I believe everybody, I think we are going to have peace in our community and then in the country, because you hearing land guard here and there shooting people pertaining to land issues. If you have your land document, I don't think someone will come and challenge you. If it is legit, nobody will come and challenge you about it. So I commend him for that. He should do as he's saying. Yes. He should not be the Mahama we know 2016, 2012.
But would you admit that he has improved so far comparing to previously?
Yeah, to me, you see, he has improved, and then I like it. Yes.
You like it?
Yes. As a human
he has
being,
admitted.
As a human being,
when
you feel, or
he's the best president.
Let me finish.
When as a human being, when you make a mistake, and then you don't admit the fact that, oh, I made a mistake, and then I would always applaud Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. He admitted
for
the
being
fact
the wicked person
in
the history of Ghana.
He is the president that Ghana would ever have.
No, we'll never forget, because he has put us in many struggles.
Aside him, all the presidents that had come on, Nana Addo is the hope that they are saying. Mahama is the hope. Mama is never the hope.
Right.
He is never the hope, but at least he has learned something, and then he's improving. But the gymnastic is too much.
Okay.
He is giving us gymnastic too much on the media space. It's too much. You should get the work done.
Right.
Sure.
So he has brought several policies on board, like reforms on board. And I think I mentioned one, transparency, and then digital verified process for land transaction, strict oversight to ensure integrity and public trust, and a guarantee that no documents will take more than 30 days to process. A resolute stance against corruption. No Ghanaian should, under any circumstance, pay bribes or know someone at the top to be able to register their lands for them. So if all these reforms he's bringing on board fails, who should be held responsible, in your opinion? Should it be the people ourselves, or the government?
You see, I trust His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and his appointees, that is ministers that he appointed to work with him. He knows them. He knows the good work before he gave them the ministerial positions. They are going to deliver as he expected. You see, the NDC party have very good, hard-working youth. They are not going to disgrace His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. They are going to deliver. And they are going to deliver it with integrity, transparency, and truth. Not this darkness that Akufo-Addo and Bawumia came to do. One of the worst presidents and the worst vice president we never had in our republic. They are going to deliver and deliver it very well.
All right, I think we're gonna call it a wrap on this particular discussion that has to do with President John Dramani Mahama lifting ban on state lands. All right, so I think we'll just dive into our second topic for discussion, and that has to do with the Kolebu Teaching Hospital proposing to impose a 5 cedis levy to help sustain its children's intensive care unit. What do you make of this? Is this not going to be a burden to already struggling families who are finding it difficult to pay their bills?
It is a very, very, very big burden. Because imagine the person or the parents or the ward bringing his the parent bringing his ward to the hospital in a serious condition. Banaka, maybe he's not even having enough money on her. Then he's come to pay the bills, and then they're saying he should pay an extra 5 cedis to it. How sure are you that person is going to get the money? And you see, it's very funny to me when I saw that on the media space, because you know Mahama, Charlie, it's a whole lot. Because see, under the MPP government, thanks to the former First Lady, Rebecca Akufo-Addo, his foundation, they built 20-bed hospital. That's patriotic something ICU for the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and 21-bed neo something ICU for the people. At least it's going to help get something done. Mahama also did well in reopening of the ward, because now, due to the fire outbreak during his tenure, he opened it later for Ghanaians too. But when you reopen it, what are the measures? What are some of the things you did? You understand? And then we, the MPP government, we think more about the people, especially the children, because Bible made us understand that let the children come to me, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So this clearly should tell you that children are very, very important, because the child you might maltreat today might be the next president of the country. How do you know? That is why when you are being caught or find yourself in aborting a baby, the police will arrest you, or you'll be sanctioned for that. Because maybe the child you are killing is the destiny of the country. So thanks very much to her, and long life and prosperity to her for bringing out that initiative through the Rebecca Foundation. Now, aside that also, the MPP government strengthened the NHIS to cover a whole lot.
But the CEO mentioned that the NHIS doesn't cover this.
Yes,
it doesn't cover the
no.
What
I'm saying is that I'm not saying that it covers the SIU.
Okay.
I'm not saying it covers that, but I'm saying that at least at first there were a whole lot of burden on parents. Even at first the NHIS was only just covering some medicines and then just some little things, but now it has been expanded. It's covering a whole lot of things at the hospital, And then even the recent one, is it the children, they are, is it kidney something? It's also covering it through the NPP's administration.
The NHIS.
Yes. It's covering just recently. Baumia, I think it was President His Excellency Baumia that initiated that policy.
So is it that the CEO lied or what? Because according to
no, I'm not talking about the ICU. I'm not talking about the ICU.
Okay.
But it is. I've forgotten. I'm coming. I'll check during the process. I'll check it and let you know. Right. You see, these are measures that the MPP government put in place to at least help parents. Because when you look at the NDC, now Mahama made it known to us that he is introducing the Mahama Care.
The Mahama Cares, yeah.
So then, this 5 levy that they are depending on parents to pay, there's a question mark to the Mahama Care. If truly the Mahama Care is working, and then I know of the president instructing the state officials to donate some amount of monies into the Mahama Care.
But these people in the first place, do you think they have engaged with the government?
The CEO is there. The health officials are there. So it is not the parent that would move to the government to do this. So they would have to complain to the people, to the health officials, and then they would, because since the CEO is the one bringing out this initiative, then automatically.
You think they've engaged with the government?
Yes.
And what do you think the government?
Who am I to ask the government a question? You understand my point?
So what would you suggest?
The CEO is aware of the Mahama Care. So why then are they not channeling that energy into the Mahama Care? Because when they read the budget, I quite remember when they read the budget, they stated an amount, or they allocated an amount of money into the Mahama Care. So where is that money?
Well, we are here to find out.
Where is that money? You understand? These are some of the things that is going on in the country that is, one way or the other hurting the people in the country. Because if you are saying that you have given us Mahama, you have initiated the Mahama Care, and then also government officials donating money into the health sector, why taking 5 cities from the parents? Excuse me to say, the poor people. Why taking such money from them? What are you going to use it for? Because I know the rich man will not take his word to Kolebu.
Definitely to a private.
Yes, you go to rich or go to maritime. Him, mama, even all the government officials, we are aware that when they are ward or they are sick, they have a special hospital to go to.
Do you know that hospital?
Oh, and the maritime hospital. Oh, okay. If not there, they'll fly them outside the country to go and see a specialist. So why are you trying to impose unnecessary tax that are not relevant, tax that does not make sense to the poor and needy people? They are poor, they are needy, and then the little they have, you are taking it out of from them. Then it's a big question, because I'm aware if you don't provide, or if you don't pay that 5 cities, your ward will not be taken care of.
Yeah. Well, that hasn't been known yet.
No, they will do it.
Are you sure?
Yes. Now I see to your 5 cities. Won't you pay? If you don't pay, they will not take care of him. Even when you go to the hospital, even when someone is sick, and then you take the person to the hospital, emergency, whilst they treat the person with the first aid, or they attend to the person, maybe they might put drip and necessary stuffs. They will ask you to go and get a hospital card. If you are not able to get it, your patient will be lying down there.
Yeah, that thing that most hospitals do. You should get a hospital card before they take good care of
it is not okay at all.
I see it to be very deadly.
Yes.
Why don't you just begin taking care of the person, whilst whoever that is is assigned to do the card can equally be doing that whilst you're taking care of the card.
Sure. So is it under the NPP administration? That is when we
Are you
moved.
sure?
We
Because even
moved,
when I
we,
visited
we,
the
we
hospital
moved
under your
from the folder.
administration.
No, you see, under the NPP administration, you have to get a folder, and the folder, it takes a very long process before you get in the folder. So we moved from the folder to the digitalization of a health card, which I have mine right here. Oh, I didn't bring it. I used to have it where
So it was under your administration you moved from folder to a health.
folder to a health card.
Yeah.
So automatically when you go, they only take your name, your age, and then some certain details about you, and then they issue everything. So it's not like you are going to take the folder, move to this place, no. They've decentralized everything.
All right. Isa.
You see, sweetheart, I'm very, very heartbroken.
Oh, why?
Hearing all these comments from my good brother.
Don't be.
Because this issue or this proposal being made by CEO Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adam.
Yeah.
I see it to be a laudable idea. Because he made this proposal in a sense that he's saying he proposes 5 cedi levy from patients that visit Kwalebu Teaching Hospital to strengthen the intensive care unit. The intensive care unit too. I see it to be a laudable idea because this initiative, do you know that the previous government left over 64% debt in the intensive care unit?
He mentioned that too.
They have caused damages into that sector, and that sector is not being covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme.
Yes. But why is it the case? Shouldn't it, because children's wards there, shouldn't it rather be under the National Service Scheme?
That is the reason why
National Health.
That's the reason why Mahama introduced the Mahama Cares. So in that policy, the policy that he made mention, that's the Mahama Cares policy. A some amount of money will be coming from that unit to help people in that ICU. And the 5 cedis, that 5 cedis that they are being taxed from patients, I see it to be a laudable idea. That do you know that previously they taxed 2 Ghana cedis?
Yeah, they taxed 2 Ghana cedis.
And now it's been increased to 3 Ghana cedis. This should help
5 cedis.
Yes, 5 Ghana cedis. This should signal to me and you. Ajete,
it will never
you can
signal.
do that to help patients in the intensive care unit. 5 cedis is just a little some amount of money. 5 cedis. We can even donate 50 cedis to the unit. So this leads me to the Alema Cares Foundation. That's Honorable Nino Tess Aleme's foundation. They play very, very, very good vital role in our constituency. That's Kolekolote constituency. They donate. So you should be very generous to. We shouldn't politicize this issue because issues pertaining to patients or hospital is not being politicized. Because I'm very, very. Do you know the reason why I said I'm very, very, very sad from the comments that he made? He said John Dramani Mama enti bibi ebe CBR John Dramani Mama. So the doctors over there were being employed by John Dramani Mama. John Dramani Mama sent the officers over there to take care. Hey, see how they are John Dramani Mama there. Why am I there?
Yes. But have you forgotten under this
from 2 Ghana cedis? Even he doesn't know that they previously paid 2 Ghana cedis.
I'm aware of 2 Ghana cedis. 2 Ghana cedis is normal for someone to pay.
Are you sure?
Oh, 2 cedis. It's normal for someone.
We should be very generous to this individual. We should pay. We shouldn't wait for any patients to pay that 5 Ghana cedis.
We are facing economic challenges, and then yet 2 cedis people are paying. They are not much complaining about because 2 cedis is it's normal to pay 2 Ghana cedis. Then you adding extra 3 Ghana cedis to making 5 Ghana cedis.
So if the 2 Ghana cedis was normal, then I believe the 5
No. 5 cedis is normal.
Should be normal.
If you have visited Kwalebu Teaching Hospital
let me
before,
listen to him.
Let me finish my submission. if you have visited Kolebu Teaching Hospital before, when you get there, they don't tell you that, oh, bring 2 Ghana cedis for patients, them and leave you. When you come there for registration, it's going to be extracted from the money that you pay.
Right.
And you say they tax you that, oh, bring the 5 Ghana cedis. They tax you from the goods and the services that you do over there. Hey, he made mention of they proposing this card to, they were just transforming from this folder to card. I visited Kolebu just this Saturday. I was being asked to go and bring my folder. Kolebu
2020.
Now they use folder over there. A card has been in the system since 2011. Cards were in the system.
Jesus.
Hospital card were in the system.
They were no. You see,
hospital card was in the system.
When we talk about hospital card, there is difference between hospital card and the current card I'm talking about. Now, the hospital card, every hospital has a card. So, maybe when you go there, they'll ask, oh, do you normally come or do you have a hospital card? When you have a hospital card, sometimes the cost you're supposed to pay sometimes reduces because of the hospital card you have. Now, aside the hospital card, you need to get a valid now the hospital card that we are using, the old one. Now they've combined the folder. Instead of you having a folder, you see when you go to the hospital, they have a folder that since the one that started coming to the hospital, your medications and everything is being report and everything is inside. But now they are no more using it because now the hospital card or the folder, some people do take it home sometimes. They forget to return it back to
folder.
But it's the hospital that is supposed to keep that folder.
Some hospitals take folder home. No, I'm coming. Some hospitals, when you are going to see the doctor, they will give you the folder to take it along and then go and give it to the doctor for the doctor to check everything. The doctor might forget to take it back from you and then give it to the nurse.
I don't think I
know someone. I'm aware of someone. Based on what I've seen, I'm aware of someone bringing a folder home to the house.
Perhaps the person didn't know he's supposed to return it to them.
Yes, so that is what I'm saying. So in case that same person goes back to the hospital again, now they would have to look. They will search for the folder at the hospital. They will search that they can't find. Then they will have to do a new folder for that person. Right. So since now we have the card system, same as the Ghana card that we are using, everything is inside from day one ever since you started coming to the hospital. They can tell you that when you came to the hospital first day, this was what you came to check up on. This and this and this. They've decentralized everything. So when I take my card, they'll tell me, okay, I'm going to the eye unit. Okay, so go to the eye. When I move to the eye unit, after the doctor examined me and everything, I remember when I went to the hospital, that was what I went there to check my eye. So I was directed to the eye unit straight. They told me I should just go there. I went there, I see the doctor. He asked me of my name. I just mentioned my name. He checked the system. And then I was like, okay. After examining me, he told me, okay, go to this unit for drugs. When I went there, I just mentioned my name. And then they check it and they just give me the medicine.
You see.
When they don't have, then they just prescribe for you that go out there and purchase it.
When we get this platform to educate the citizens, we should desist from disseminating lies to them. Say somebody brought food back home. Who grants you that leverage for you to bring food back home? It's a lie. Card system has been a system since 2011. A year, Juma. But the only thing that has been improved is, you see, previously, when you visit the hospital, they give you folder for you to take, like, to after them writing all prescriptions, what your what's the name, your sickness and other stuffs. They give it to you, tell you to pass over, take you to this place, take you to this place. But now what they have improved on is, after you visiting a particular doctor, he input your details. So before you move to the other doctor, he already have all
details.
your this thing, all your prescriptions or like anything pertaining to you. So why trying to lie to the public?
So you think it's a laudable idea?
It's a laudable idea.
They are increasing
and
the
this should even with the citizens to even help the people in the intensive care unit. Not even patients. Okay. This is about patients.
All right. What are your last words on this particular issue?
So me, I still stand by my words.
Dad?
That if the Mahama care truly is working, why do we ask or depend on parents to pay 5 cedis at the Kolebu before their sick wards are being taken care of? If truly it is working.
Have you donated in the Mahama care project?
No.
But it's open to the citizen to also.
Yes,
you can donate.
No, I have not donated to it.
But you are here making just.
Oh no. Listen.
We have one more last
propaganda.
Oh,
it's okay. It's okay.
I have not donated to it. Fine, but I'm saying that if you can't do it,
so we want you to also help the
I
citizens.
will donate. I will help the citizen. I don't know the proceedings on how
if
to
if you
to
don't
donate.
want to even pass through the Mahama cares, you can go to Kolebu.
No.
Yes.
See,
I remember because
I
you don't like Mahama.
See,
if you don't like, you can go to Kolebu and donate to the intensive care unit.
I have helped about 5 to 10 people from Accra Technical University when I was the TESCOM president. Those that moved to me that they are finding issues pertaining to their health and everything. I took them to the hospital and then I made hospital bills. I paid using my own money.
God bless you.
Without going to someone, Obi Yarema, unless maybe Sikana Americano are short.
Why are you depending on the Mahama?
No, I'm not. See, what I'm saying is that when you reach out to me, when you reach out to me, I will give you the money to go and purchase drugs.
So you want someone to reach out to you whilst you can go there and make donations so that you save life.
So
all right.
I'm also working on it.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. He said he's working on it.
This propaganda.
He said he's working on it.
I cannot just go to the hospital and then just go and make a deposit of 50 cedis to go and support health. Like,
yes.
It's no logic.
I don't see anything
let's remember that it's just a proposal that Dr. Yakubu Seydou made. It's just a proposal that he made to Parliament. That's on the 3rd September.
Okay.
So we as citizens, we have to endorse.
No, we will not endorse that.
It's okay.
Since so the monies that the state officials, that is the state officials, that is the ministers, the CEOs, the MMCs, and in fact all appointees are making donations. Because I remember Mahama said he's taking 1 month of his salary
yes,
to invest into that. And the Mahama salary is not a small salary. It's a huge sum of money. And then all the state officials, have you forgotten about that?
It's okay.
Are you talking about this?
That is Excellency, my incoming President of the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency Mahamadou Bawumia.
All right, so
in your dreams.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So I think we will just dive into our last topic briefly before we leave here. So our third topic is National Sanitation Day, Ghana's monthly National Sanitation Day. Isa, the way you're looking at me, you want to say something?
You see? Before I'll delve into this conversation.
We don't have much time.
Yes.
So
before I'll delve into this conversation, do you know I'm the unit committee member for Wager Electoral Area?
No, please.
Hey.
Tell me.
So this issue really matters me. It really matters me a lot because if you do recall, since late President Jerry John Rawlings in his administration till Mahama when he left office in 2016, we have been doing communal labor. That's every Saturday in the beginning of the month. We do that. But the previous government, when they came in power, they cancelled that that initiative. You can do recall.
So now
go and make your checks.
The local government is introducing
as part of our resetting agenda, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has thought wise to bring back that initiative. You see, the reason why we do the cleanup exercises in every month, in every Saturday in a new month, is because we need to tidy up our vicinity, our gutters, so that maybe if we are drawing closer to a rainy season, our areas are not going to be flooded. Because where I live in Weja. The place that I live, I'm on the hill, but the people under the hill, that's when you cross the road, see, flooding really worries them. So when we bring out this initiative, and Mama is not bringing just this initiative. If you do recall, he has made deposit amount of money to every district,
to every district,
to every municipality, to aim their work in this exercise. If you do recall, and I'm speaking on authority, my assembly members and previous MC, they know tools and equipment in our municipalities were not enough. But when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama resumed, and he has appointed a very competent MCE. All his appointees through his MCEs are very competent. They have provided tools and logistics in every municipality, and it's very working. So this is the president we want. This is the leadership we want. Accra, I'm telling you guys on authority, next 2 years, you are going to see a very great massive change in Accra.
A cleaner city.
See, if you do recall, at the Abraka market, James the nicest market in the tenor of Dr. Zenato Adman Rollins. You can go and make your checks. At the Abraka market was the cleanest market in Greater Accra, under her leadership, under her watch. And we trust in all our leadership, through our appointees, our leadership, our national leaders. We trust in them. They are not going to make Mahama. You are not going to get anything again to talk about this gentleman. They are not going to deceive him. They are just going to provide whatever he needs from them.
Right. What do you have to say to the introduction of Sanitation Day on every Saturday of the month?
You see, this initiative is not something new.
Saturdays of the month.
It's not something new to me.
Why is it not new to you?
20.
I think
they cancelled it. They cancelled it, so it's not something new.
No. When you were talking, I was quiet and then I was listening to you.
Good.
Now,
it's allowing to
this initiative was being initiated by President Mahama way back 2014, after the June 3rd disaster. And then he initiated a policy.
Right.
Some few months, what happened? After some few months, it collapsed. And then he is coming back again, coming to say what? You understand? Now, under President Mahama, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, God will bless him. Long life and prosperity to him.
So you think it's a good one the local government is bringing on board?
Come on. See, under President Nana Addo, he reformed institutions, that is the new ministries, courts and private sectors. He brought all these people together and then also collaborated with the Zoom Lion. We were seeing Zoom Lions everywhere in Accra. No, on a more serious note, see, every day, every single day, Zoom Lion, they bring their cars, Nimkra, not Accra, Tudu. In the evening, around 9 or 10 or 11, when you get to Tudu, you see that they've packed a whole lot of baller, plenty by the roadside. The following morning, around 5 a.m.
you see them again.
to 6 a.m., you will see the Zoom Lion, their cars parked on the roadside collecting the rubbish. So it means that all the rubbish they do during the day, they gather all of them and they put all of them by the roadside. Zoom Lion will come and carry it and take it away. Now, it was under the MPP government that you see this rubber collection. See that people were moving around collecting pewter rubbers and the whole lot, because Akufo-Addo made the cleanliness so attractive that people had to sit down and say, no, Charlie rubbers, when we gather all of them, we can use it for a whole lot of things. That was how come they were using the rubber to produce dustbins, these bottles and the rest.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was under the MPP government that we saw those initiatives. So what has happened? Mahama is the old Mahama we know. Because this policy is an old policy that you brought in.
So you don't
that
think
it failed. I don't think this policy is anything
It's
new.
not a policy, it's an initiative.
So initiative and policy, it seems the same.
It's not the same.
Oh no, come on.
Initiative and policy is not the same.
So I'm coming. When he's launching or when he's giving out his manifesto or briefing us on his achievements, he's not going to add it to it.
No, it's achievement and policy is not the same. You can bring out policy, but you can't achieve it.
So I'm talking about. So when he's counting his achievements,
it's not the same.
Okay, sure. You
are
here now. See, under President Mahama, we saw how he failed when it comes to cleanliness in our country. Under President Mahama, from 2012 to 2016, we saw how rampant cholera and malaria.
I think you should be wrapping up.
Yes, we saw how rampant cholera and malaria was dominating in this country. But under the leadership of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and my incoming president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we saw I'm not saying there was no. We were not even hearing cholera. We were not hearing cholera like we used to hear under President Mahama's administration.
Okay.
Charlie, it was nowhere even to be found.
Okay.
We're hearing malaria, but it wasn't like President Mahama.
Okay.
Because he set up measures in place. In my community in Teshin, every Saturday, we don't do it even every month. Every Saturday, we used to clean the gutters in our communities. I bring forth my community boys. I have a group that we normally go move around the community and we help people. So we come about and then I stay in the market. So the market is always choked because of the things they normally sell and the rest. So I join hands with the assembly member over there. And then we come about to clean this. This assembly member is an NDC member. But the relationship I have with him, so we come together. I bring my boys. He also brings his boys. And then we tidy up the community. After that, we organize a football game. Then we play. This is what love.
All right.
And then this has reduced malaria in my community. So it's not something new. And then this initiative was done during the MPP government that we started this initiative, because that was then when he became the assembly member.
Okay. I actually wish we had more time to dive into this issue.
So Muhammad,
just 1 minute.
Isa, I just want your last words, then we leave here.
You see?
Your last words in 1 minute.
Okay. You see? The comments he just made.
Oh,
I'm not going to politicize this issue, but it's just give me just 1 minute to digest the comments he just made. So you see, during our tenure, he said cholera was the outbreak on board. I admit it, we had cholera, but still we're living. Cholera is within us. Your tenure, we had COVID-19. I'm not going to say it's dirtiness that brought COVID-19 because it was nationwide. Cholera was nationwide. Malaria is nationwide. So why are you politicizing this? Because Muhammad's tenure, there was cholera. It was an outbreak.
Okay. All right. So your last.
So just forget. See, viewers, just forget these comments my brother is making.
Okay. So your last.
It's just painting Muhammad black.
Okay.
So my last words. My greetings to Honorable Julius Debra, the Chief of Staff for the Republic of Ghana.
And the incoming president there.
I'm not. We are not in a campaign season. He's the Chief of Staff for the Republic of Ghana. Honorable Julius Debra, my greetings to you. My greetings to my mom, Haji Agud. My greetings to my sister Zuera. And if you need Wache,
yes,
just visit Three Sisters. They are located at Malam Junction.
Okay.
Greetings to Honorable Nash. Greetings to my dad, Honorable Abbas. Greetings to Honorable Nino Te Alima. And also, we have launched a foundation. That's Alima Nino Te's foundation. And it's performing very good in our vicinity. Greetings to Honorable Zamani. Greetings to all the students in Public Relations Association. Greetings to all our team members, the outgoing executive and the incoming executive in Accra Technical University. Greetings to our SRC. Greetings to everybody, every student in Accra Technical University. Greetings to my MC, Honorable Felix Odatelamte. Greetings to my assembly member,
Isa,
Honorable friend, greetings to all our NDC executives in Rojagbayo constituency. Greetings to my people, Kanzo, Basit, everyone. Greetings to you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Mr.
Joseph.
Okay, so my last words.
Yeah.
My words are very short.
Yeah, very brief.
I'm urging and I'm pleading. My knees are on my grounds, are on the grounds, and my hands are in my palms, begging all MPP members. And I would like to say we are very sorry for how we one way or the other treated them when we were in power. Our leaders have regretted how they treated us, or yes, they've regretted. And then I would like to say we should come back stronger. Unity will win us power, because it was unity that we used to win 2016 election. With division, we can never win power. 2024, we lost our election because we were divided. We were divided. So I need unity to come together. So we all rally behind the elected or the new candidate we are going to elect, which I strongly believe is going to be in the person of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Right.
He's a fine candidate we can present and project to the public that Ghanaians are going to buy into it and vote him into power. Yes, I can't impede, because we believe strongly that the 41% vote we had, those people
38
is 41.
Isa, please let him finish.
41.
No,
38%.
let him finish, please.
I can't even 9.
Please.
So we have just 41. We had 41 in our previous election. We strongly believe that 41 votes are still sympathizers, and they are still with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So the division that brought about those MPP people that didn't go out to vote, they should all come together. Let's sum up to the 9% and let's add it and win the election coming 2024, coming 2028. And then also, I believe strongly that we can win this election with a new crop of executives. That is in the person of Titus Glover being our national organizer. We can win the party back again. And then also Nana Lloyd being our national youth organizer. And then Greater Accra, we having Mandela Viafi as our regional youth organizer. We can win back the Greater Accra seat and then also win MPP coming 2028. Greetings to my bosses, all of them, and then also to my constituency, Lejukuku, my lovely mother, my spiritual mother, my everything, in the presence of Madam Susan Loko. Mommy, I love you so much wherever you are. And then my greetings to my dad as well. He has been very supportive day in, day out, and my mom as well. Greetings to you all. Thank you very much.
They greeted everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Joseph Ayite and Mr. Isa. Thank you so much for those brilliant submission you made here right on the show. Thank you so much. And thank you to our cherished listeners and viewers as well. Thank you so much for doing the listening and doing the watching as well. And this is where we call it a wrap on the morning show. We'll come your way same time tomorrow at exactly 7 a.m. Do have a lovely day.